This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Alright. It's about comic books and movies. Growing up with Rokusuke. Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale is just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Jeff defends Aquaman. Blake's just not listening. What? Jason impersonates Michael Keaton.
Some people just want to watch World Buzz.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed
Blake's
it.
top 5 has 98.
I got
Jason
more.
just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. LaCroix. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 217. I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
I am Jim.
And Blake's not here this week.
But we have the Dip Man.
The Dip Man is here. Welcome. It's been a while.
Been a while, like 2 months.
Yes, yes.
It's been a while.
You know, we said the same thing about Jim, and they just stopped not showing. He just kept showing.
He stopped not showing?
Yes.
He
I stopped not showing.
I'm amazed by your ability to show up.
Thank you. And then we got the best Oscar host, predictioner, I don't know, movie critic to the Dip Man. Scab Jeff is here. Welcome, Scab Jeff.
Thank you.
Are you expanding my morning show?
We are. You and the Blake and the Dip Man, you guys are on 97.6.
And allegedly we've added Scab Jeff, the predictioner.
Yes. I heard your ratings went down because of it.
And it's probably because Blake's not showing up.
You get used to that. Let me tell you, I know you've only been on the morning show with him for about 4 years. Let me tell you get used to it.
I do what I can.
I am not amazed by Blake's ability to show up.
No. He does show up in the green room at the expo and drinks. So.
Yeah, but he doesn't show up to the actual podcast.
Well, that's true. That is true. Hey, he only can do one thing. He can't multitask.
I don't know. Drinking at the green room sounds good to me.
Scab Jeff, did you bring the llama? Monty.
I did not, and I actually meant to wear my new llama shirt today, and I completely forgot until this point.
So, at the expo this year, September 14th through 16th, you need to bring a llama shirt. You need to make one. So I'm just saying that the bar has been set.
Apparently, he already owns one.
I was purchased one by a friend of mine, so
Okay.
A llama or a llama shirt?
a llama shirt.
Got it.
I already got Monty. He doesn't need another llama.
Just asking.
If you get llamas together, they become serial killers and kill each other like gerbils.
Sounds made up, but we'll go with
I think he should dress as a llama.
Ooh, I like it.
Everybody else dresses up for it.
Jeff is going to be the Tongan shirtless guy.
I told you I was not.
Yes, you are. Scab Jeff is a llama.
Jeff doesn't take his shirt off to shower.
Damn it.
It looks like Jason swimming.
Yes.
I do lose my pants, though, in swimming.
Don't we all?
I mean, it's kind of odd, but, you know.
I lose my pants in cards.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You've only lost one hand ever playing strip poker.
It's because people stop losing to me, or people stop making me lose after that.
Kind of disturbed by this conversation. Moving on!
I'm still trying to figure out how Jim knows that I shower with my shirt on.
No, the other Jeff.
You're Scab Jeff.
Oh, never mind then.
Disregard.
I see you.
So Scab Jeff is here. He's going to talk Oscars, his divorce, everything else. So moving on. How you doing, Scab? Are you okay?
I'm doing wonderfully.
Okay, do we need an intervention for you?
No.
Okay.
It's the best time of my life.
Because last time you were here, we were joking. You made a joke about you getting divorced, and we all laughed. You're not getting divorced. Yeah, you are. Anyways, long story short, don't joke about that. We can make the jokes.
You're welcome to joke about
Oh,
it.
we will.
Well, we were all hanging out at the bar around the corner before coming to the Bob Studios, and we were trying to figure out if your Oscar party was an actual Oscar party or we have to help Jeff move party.
Either way, beer would be provided was the expectation.
And pizza. Pizza.
Pizza.
Okay.
It's not like he's doing construction.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
We'd set over pizza pockets or hot pockets.
Hot pockets.
Poker?
No offense to those that bring stuffed pockets of cheese.
What is a good thing to bring to a party? Veggie trays are kind of annoying.
Yeah, don't be the person to bring the veggie.
Veggie trays are not. Fruit trays are good.
Fruit trays are great.
Fruit trays are great.
Just set an edible arrangement.
That I don't have $75 to
I was
bring
gonna
to
say,
every party.
You have
Bad
to take out a
fruit.
small loan for edible arrangements.
We're just going to cover that bad fruit in chocolate.
Bad fruit covered in chocolate.
I spent $65 for half a pineapple and 3 grapes.
This episode brought to you by Edible Arrangements.
The best is when the worms come out of the apple. Just put it in. It's a gummy worm. No, it's moving.
It's chocolate covered. It's edible.
That's just dirt. It's an earthworm. So what is a good snack? Paul, what do you say for a party?
It depends. What time of year is it? Do I bring my homemade guacamole? Do I bring some, professionally pulled pork, aka I made it in my smoker?
Electric smoker. No, keep going.
No, his real smoker.
real
No, move on.
Not one you'd see in like a Harrison, suburb or something.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, so okay, pulled pork. That's a good one. Jim, what's your trip?
Well, it's again, what type of dips you want to bring? I mean, there's always Skyline dip.
Whatever doesn't spill on the bus route here.
Yes.
Okay, good call. Good call.
And salami roll-ups.
Oh,
And the
salami
question is,
roll.
do you like the people you're bringing it to? Because that's
Oh, if you don't like the people you bring to, then you bring the veggie tray.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a reason why we get a lot of veggie trays,
the only party that had 17 veggie trays.
but no dip. That's the worst part. Thanks, I'm eating this cucumber, and it's not even sliced.
Is that a statement on your lifestyle or a statement on our friendship?
Jason, those are called pickles.
Oh my bad.
They've been soaked in vinegar.
Jeff, what do you bring?
I've been trying to come up with something the entire way around the table here, and I haven't been able
Doritos,
to.
Cool Ranch.
No, not Cool Ranch.
Those little mini hot dog things.
Oh,
Pigs in a
Pigs in a
blanket.
blanket.
No, they're
Vienna
not in
sau-
a blanket. They're
Vienna
just
sausages.
little, yeah,
So do you put
I
them
don't
in
know.
like barbecue sauce in a slow cooker or not?
No, they're just in
They're
a
just bags of little
They're
wieners.
just cooked out there, and then you can dip them in cheese or something.
We're not talking Kevin Spacey with bag of little wieners here, okay? Just stop it. It's down the hall.
Down
the hall.
To the right of the podcast.
Yes.
That covers politics.
Yeah, go see. When you get to Culture Babble, we've gone way too far. Pull
Come
back.
back to-
Pull back. Anyways, what do you bring, Jeff?
Deviled eggs.
Deviled eggs is good,
And herpes.
especially if they've been sitting out in the sun all day.
That's the best way to have an egg.
Yeah.
It gotta be nice and like
Or fruit pizza.
more than just room temperature hot.
I think about 10 years ago when you actually made an effort for stuff, you brought like a homemade pizza one time.
It's like a metaphor for
The fruit
relationships.
pizza?
Yeah, the fruit pizza. That was
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
I tried that once.
Yeah. Never again.
No, you've made it twice, I think.
Well, I made fruit pizza cookies, so the same stuff just on a cookie. So
That's
they
not
were
a cookie.
You didn't have to cut them; they were self-serve size.
It's not a cookie.
It's not a thing.
No, no. Leave it to Jeff to make fruit a cookie.
There's this app called Pinterest you can get on your new phone.
No, I can't. Well, one, it's not a new phone; it's 2.5 years old, and there is no memory left on it, so I cannot download. I've been erasing apps just to get updates for the apps I use.
That's
You porn?
absurd.
I have now had to get rid of apps I use. So yeah, there's a new phone hopefully in the next couple weeks.
His sex life is really taking a hit lately. He can't update YouPorn. He only has from 1980s. He can't get anything newer.
He enjoys lots of Bush, so
Like the beer?
Nobody enjoys lots of Bush. The president, the beer, the pubic hair, none of it. Nobody enjoys any of that.
The hedge out front?
No, not even that.
Don't
Not
even enjoy that.
No. If you enjoy Bush of any type, let us know. Don't send us pictures. Just let us know.
or you can tweet pictures at Hobie.
At gmail.com. Oh, tweet? Oh, no, we're at Bad Ideas Pod. No, we're at Hobie Pod.
Hobie Pod.
Yeah, let's do Hobie Pod.
No. Yeah, you can tweet that. That's fine.
I thought it was beside Geek.
I would say graphic novel, but he's not alive. Anyways, moving on.
Novel?
Kind of like Jeff's marriage. Moving on. Okay.
Graphic novel. It's like Graphic Novice Light.
Yes. I'm glad you're here, Scab Jeff. We got outlines of material now.
It's been months. I assumed that you hated me.
No, we love you. We always do Oscar time with you. The fans have said they want a break between you getting drunk at the floppies and, the Oscars. So we give you a little break. And then
So
you're
I
back.
should be drunk now?
No, you're fine. You're
Okay.
fine.
I am drunk, so it's cool.
In September, you can be drunk at the expo with us.
That and the Golden Globes snuck up on us that were like, oh, it's the Golden Globes are this week.
Did you do a Grammy show? Did you do anything about the Grammys?
I don't know anything about the Grammys.
Neither do the Grammys. It's okay. Jim, you did really good this year. You got 12%.
Yeah, I predicted.
DJ?
Yes, DJ of the year.
DJ Khaled?
DJ. No, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to use it yet.
Yeah, please don't yell into the mic.
Man, you're into the radio business.
I am into the radio business.
What does DJ Khaled do?
He talks like this, man. and,
Okay,
like,
okay.
That's about it.
Do you know any
He yells
songs
a
that he
lot.
does?
All I do is win, but that's like my theme song, yo.
Is that like Hamilton?
Kind of, but
Okay.
different.
Okay.
It's kind of the same, but it's really different.
Okay, good.
Isn't he on that suicide prevention song?
Yes, he does suicide.
What?
Yeah, the
The
suicide
guy-
prevention song. He with I forget the other
With
people.
Harley Quinn and
Wrong podcast. Wrong podcast.
To be honest, if I heard DJ Khaled try and talk me off the ledge, I think I would jump. I'll be honest. Well, see you, DJ. I'm out.
He's
So
got
did-
commercials, like Geico commercials or something, doesn't he?
I don't know.
It's like
Did he
something-
fill the CeeLo Green space?
He hasn't raped anybody.
Allegedly.
No, he hasn't raped anybody.
Oh, DJ Khaled, okay. Allegedly.
He allegedly hasn't raped.
But then again, some people allegedly have.
So-
Awkward. You're not on a show like The Voice for now anymore for some reason.
CeeLo.
That's code.
Adam Levine?
So speaking of The Voice, did you
Yeah.
watch the debut of the new season?
I did! I did.
How was it?
It wasn't bad.
It was actually enjoyable. Kelly
was.
Clarkson is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, she is. I love Kelly Clarkson. Well, since you've been gone, I can't breathe without
Send your
you.
impression request to anybody but at Hobie or History of Bad Ideas podcast.
I really wanted to hear more of that song, and you interrupted him.
Thank you.
I saved you all.
I can't breathe without you.
Can't save the marriage, but I can save the show.
He's not even close to the lyrics
Or the tune.
or the tune.
Have you ever met
We
me?
could have let it go on and hear what else
Well,
he
you know
came
what?
up
You guys
with.
don't deserve
No,
it.
he just would repeat the same line over and over again.
Is Adam
And then we
Levine still on
stop
the
him.
show?
Adam Levine is still on the show.
So
yes.
is Blake Shelton.
Sexiest man of the year.
Alive.
Actually, they both were at one time. So
Ooh. And then who's the other female?
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
She isn't terrible.
No, she's good. I like Alicia
That's
Keys.
going to be on the critics poster
She
for
isn't terrible?
Voice.
She
Jim
isn't?
Man says she isn't terrible. It's good.
I've watched a lot of TV in my 39 years, and she's not terrible.
Is she better than Gwen Stefani?
I think they could alternate. They're not terrible.
Okay.
But she's definitely better than Miley Cyrus.
Well, fucking a train
Hey,
wreck. and-
girlfriend! How you doing? Oh, my Miley.
I'd probably get the homeless guy under the overpass on my way to the office before I get Miley Cyrus.
Good call. It's a good call.
He at least,
Well,
Somebody
good
can-
news
Is he the guy with the good voice that does those commercials?
he is.
Good news is Miley Cyrus is right next to him under the overpass, so it's okay. And Billy Ray Cyrus is right next to her, so
That's
it's
because they're
okay.
hooking up with the other dude under the overpass.
Hi, girlfriend.
He's like, leave me alone.
Did you see my achy breaky heart?
Look, I'm twerking.
Ah. That's Billy Ray, not Dolly.
Did you throw out a hip? What is that?
The sign will twerk for food.
I got a mullet. Miley, we don't care. Stop it, okay? Stop it.
Move along. Nothing to see here.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see. Anybody have anything they want to talk about before we get into this? Up downs?
Up, down.
Jeff, you never have up downs. Scab Jeff, you got any up downs? How's your life going? How is that an up or a down?
It's an up.
Okay, excellent. Moving on. Okay. Anything else going on? Nothing?
I had a really good up and a really good down, but I've completely forgotten it, so pretend I didn't say that and move on.
You have a house.
I do have a house.
That's an up. Moving on. Jim.
I have a couple ups.
Okay.
I actually saw Black Panther this week,
And
I thought it was a good movie. I want to watch it again before I actually rank it amongst all my favorite Marvel movies. But
how many forks would you give?
Don't go forking around here.
probably 11.
All
Okay.
right. It's a good rating.
Yeah,
On a 14 scale?
13.
13.
13, my bad.
My other up is that my fantasy hockey team is still winning, unlike somebody's who's still not winning.
I have 3 ties, thank you.
And 37 losses?
Something like that.
39. I'm not even in the league. And I happen to see that. It's kind of posted.
To be fair,
There is no being fair.
my team was able to take 2 more stickers off the female in the locker room like Major League because we tied. We're not going for wins.
Too bad it's a dude.
Who
It is
cares?
actually a picture of Nickel.
Yes, yes. We
And there are only 4 stickers on it, so he's down to the bikini briefs now.
Unfortunately, his hair covers everything, so you don't see
It's
it.
a transgender nickel.
Yes. Is there any other? He's Canadian. What else you got, Jim?
That's all I have.
Okay. What else you got? What you got, Paul? Ditman?
Paul, I got some down. I got it down.
Okay.
Public service, aka the guy that does the snow plowing in my neighborhood, who took out my mailbox last week. Definite down there.
Oh, I'm sorry. First world, upper middle class problems. My bad.
Fun fact: they
Did
go
he take it out with the actual snow plow, or did he plow snow into it and knock it down?
snow right through the son of a bitch. And $60, or we'll give you one of those play school green plastic ones. Like, I'll take the $60. I don't want to be that West Sider on the north side.
Did you have enough snow that you need a plow?
It was all slushy. It's like, dude, just let it melt. No need to shove it. You fucking broke my mailbox.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say, though, Paul, doesn't it still beat the fact that your street never got plowed when you lived in the city?
No, because I got to watch the salt truck on the west side get stuck at the bottom of our hill.
Well, because
True story.
Fact. That is a legitimate fact. I was sitting there one day listening to just like tires grinding on pavement. I go outside, Cincinnati salt truck, just spinning tires because it's ice at the bottom of the hill.
And they couldn't get up?
They couldn't
The
get up.
snow plow.
Yes.
Was it in a Geo Metro? Like, what was the snow
big
plow?
old dually with the salt thing on the
the
back.
thing that dropped the salt on the way down
Yeah.
couldn't get traction on the way back up.
Fact.
I'm surprised it fit down the street you lived on, let alone was able to turn around.
Oh yeah, I complained about that in advance, but I was told it's the street is not wide enough by a half inch to have no parking on one side or the other. But that's
On a positive, though, for people that outside of Cincinnati, you had a house inside the city that you were renting.
yes,
and,
where we got the fun stuff like a streetcar.
Yes, and you were able to be taxed for a streetcar that goes 3.5 miles. We've talked about that before on the podcast.
Well, let's be clear, it doesn't run in the snow or under 40 degrees.
Correct. Or if more than 7 people are on it because it's too heavy.
Yes.
But besides all of that,
Besides the aqueducts and
Medicine?
Roads.
and the roads and education, what has the city of Cincinnati done for us?
on the positive, you get an update on how many people are on the bus or on the streetcar because I text that to you every
do.
couple weeks.
You
Hey,
do.
just walk by. It's 4:35. Nobody's on the streetcar. Just want to let you know.
Well, since I'm now back downtown, when I walk to lunch at the square, I get to see that one person that's in the streetcar.
Yes, and that's actually the driver.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, sometimes there is a cop on it too who rides along to make sure people pay.
Yeah.
Make sure the one person who rides it pays.
I think it's
Yeah.
because his horse broke down there.
Segue.
But yeah, you might see it if the cop's not on there because people are riding for free.
Because here's the thing, listeners.
Funding optional.
If you're not in Cincinnati, we got this streetcar, which is a waste of money. It goes 3 miles around, like in a circle. Nobody cares. The best part is they don't always check for tickets. Sometimes they do, most of the time they don't. So you could just get on and, hey, do you have a ticket? No, that'd be $3. Okay.
No, the fine's more than that if you get caught not
No.
having one.
The fine is
$7.
$50.
Oh, okay. But the problem is,
American dollars?
I don't know.
Cincinnati dollars.
Cincinnati
but they don't have any of your information.
Buck, Stanley Nichols.
They don't have any of your information, so you just get off at the next stop and run out. See ya!
I just write a Mahobie IOU.
Oh, that's just as good as money.
The funny thing is, though, it takes them 20 minutes to get back around to find you because they're going in a circle. So you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, just go in the opposite direction. Or go up the hill. Like, we can't go up the hill.
Well, you know, it was a bad day when.
You can just go to the convention center because the streetcar goes nowhere near the convention center, the place that brings all the visitors into the
So
city.
public transportation in Cincinnati doesn't go anywhere near public people?
Correct.
Well, it goes near the fountain. The fountain
So
square
like
area.
I said, the public transportation goes nowhere near public people?
Well, people used to hang out at the fountain, but they had to move all their events away from there because they'd have to shut down the streetcar if they kept having their events at the fountain.
This is awkward.
I feel like this is a good idea. I feel like
I feel like it was well designed and thought out.
Oh, I think so too.
I feel like it was forced through without any foresight.
Anyways, this episode.
Since I've last been here, did Hobie move down the hall?
I was actually thinking the same thing.
Is this a political discussion? I thought this was just a stupid people discussion.
Your tax dollars can be sent to Jason at Hobie.com.
We'll take it.
Okay, so our next topic is Donald Trump.
Oh, no, stupid. That was my impression. Anyways, moving on. We had a
Kevin Spacey?
Hi guys, I got a bag full of wieners. Anyways, let's see here. We had a Twitter poll of the week this week. What did you think of the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead? It was shite.
Let's be clear. Do people still watch this?
Apparently, Jason
I don't-
watched
Is
it.
this a thing?
I don't have to watch it because Blake and Jason always ruin it for me anyway.
You're 6 seasons behind. You're fine.
No, that's me.
Oh, sorry. What are you behind?
Like 2 seasons.
Okay, shut the fuck up.
Wait, did I confuse this with Game of Thrones? I feel like they're the same thing.
But I
They
know
are
Game of
definitely not the same thing.
Remember,
They both have zombies.
Zombies.
remember back in Walking Dead when one of
No.
the main characters died? It took like maybe up to 2 minutes of screen time to show their death instead of an entire episode and a half.
Oh my god, did you watch this week's episode?
Yes.
Oh my god. My wife doesn't watch it, but she's like sits on the couch while I'm watching and she kind of looks up every night and she's like, "Is this kid dead yet?"
Wait,
I was
wait,
like,
wait.
No!
Wait. They killed off a main character?
Sorry, spoilers, Carl dies. Anyways,
I think we spoiled that last season. Didn't
Yes, we did.
oh my god. Everybody bitches that they want to kill Carl because he's a horrible character. And then when he gets killed, they're like, "Why did you kill him? He's awesome." No! No!
I used to watch Walking Dead with my kid all the time. And then his favorite character was T-Dog. T-Dog was
Yep.
hands down his favorite character. He
kinda
loved
racist.
T-Dog. And T-Dog gets killed off in like 3 seconds, and they never mention T-Dog dying again. After these 3 seconds that T-Dog gets bitten by a zombie and pulled into a closet or whatever in the prison.
Is that
That's how they should kill people. That's how they should take out a major character. That's what made Walking Dead good, was that at any point, any of the major characters could just die.
Well-
now they need to foreshadow him dying. They need to do an entire episode of him dying, and then
Carl did more in one day after getting bit than I've done in 39 years of my life. It's impressive what he did in that one day.
he did more in that one day than he did during his entire span on The Walking Dead. He was a worthless piece of crap character.
I'm not dead yet.
I agree with
episode.
that.
And I'm not saying this episode was complete crap, because the very, very end, the last 10 seconds of the episode was spectacular.
Yeah.
That possibility that, hey, maybe Negan's a good guy.
Maybe he's not so bad.
Or he could turn out to be a good guy, and they point that out, and they foreshadowed that Carl kind of like, okay, Dad,
Fix it.
Fix it. Negan's good. You can, not necessarily Negan's good, but the possibility that Negan could be good could redeem the entire show up to this point. But after the trough scene, Walking Dead went downhill.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel like, this is what I felt. Henry, the kid, was able to kill...
Carl is the kid.
No, Henry, the other kid,
Oh,
with
okay.
the stick.
Okay.
The other kid.
He's the one that killed the Negan's right-hand man. That kid had more balls and was able to actually take action quicker than any adult I've ever seen in that show. Hey, should we kill him? I don't know. Let's talk about it for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, he comes up behind the guy and stabs him through the neck with a stick.
He had more balls and more action than a Florida police officer.
Then a toilet.
What does
Down
that
the
mean?
hall.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
But anyway.
Sense.
But yeah, when he did it, because they were just, oh, should we do it or not? Blah, blah, blah. Is Morgan going through this? And then the kid killed him. I'm like, oh my God, that was awesome. That was the best part. Yeah, it was a horrible episode. And I usually give the benefit of the doubt to The Walking Dead. Oh my God, that was awful. That was a horrible show. And then the best is Chris fucking Hardwick afterwards. Well, on The Talking Dead, we're going to try to get through this, guys. It was a rough episode. Oh, shut the fuck up. It was a real person dying. Jesus Christ. God, you're awful.
I mean, have you seen Chris Hardwick on the wall?
Yeah, he is pretty awful.
He kind of over emotes everything.
Hey, guys. will you go for the 500,000? I know that your kid has cancer and that you're losing your house. You just lost 500,000. Sorry.
What would you have done with that money?
Kind of stupid, aren't you? Now you should have taken the 100,000. That would have helped. Jeez, Chris, calm down. I'm just saying. Go Nerdist.
Let's go to your friend and see what they did with the money.
Hey, I'm going to Vegas, bitches. Could you help my
Hookers and blow! Hookers and blow!
Can you help my cancer? Nope. Ah, Vegas.
Put it on, Black. Let's ride.
Okay, getting back to this poll. How did 33% of it say it was amazing and sad episode?
It was actually lowered to 31% today. That was the final result.
Maybe they thought it said it was amazingly sad. Just asking.
We had options of it was amazing and sad. It was good.
I did cry. I'm not saying I didn't cry.
I didn't.
You
Tears
cried.
of joy, wasn't it?
No, he cried because he watched the whole show.
I'm never going to get this 2 hours back.
I'll be honest, I kind of was doing the same thing. Like, that was an hour and 23 minutes of my life I wish I had back. I was actually rooting for Fear the Walking Dead. That's how bad it was. Can I watch that? Average, way too long,
Could
and
watch
horrible.
The Voice. Could have watched The Voice. That's 2 hours you would have got back.
So, 31% in first place said it was amazing and sad. 12% said it was good. 28% said average, way too long. And 29% said horrible. So there you go. You can vote for any poll of the week at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter.
So those bottom two, are they talking about the intro to this episode, like average or way too long?
No. I think
Horrible.
yeah, let's go with horrible.
So we're going to get Disney movie polls back online soon?
Yeah, I'll get that next week.
Okay.
We take a break.
We'll get right on that.
We take a month break between the
Yes.
polls, so
Yeah. We've been doing a tournament for Disney movies for 6 months now to a year.
in
And
2022 we might have the finals of that poll.
we're on pace like Avatar. So once Avatar 2 comes out in 2025, then we'll be done.
We're still on a faster pace than George R.R. Martin.
That
that?
is true.
Oh, the Hobbit guy.
Yeah, the Hobbit guy, George R.R. Martin.
Let's do some listener feedback. Listener feedback. Who's it sponsored by this week?
This week, listener feedback is sponsored by the Washington, D.C. Gay Porn Convention,
Oh,
where Blake is right now doing a special
Hobie.
Hobie show there. So we'll find out next week on how it went.
This is
Yes.
specifically a show and tell. So we'll see how that went.
So this week on Blake's bomb listener feedback, it's the first one is from Doug.
Oh,
Who's Doug?
number one fan.
Ape hands.
Okay.
Can't give yourself a nickname?
Is Ray Caruth the worst person ever?
Yes.
18
Oh,
years
sorry.
ago, Ray Caruth killed the mother of his unborn child. The child survived and was raised by his grandmother. Caruth is set to be released from prison next month and wants custody of the child. This story is about as deplorable as it gets.
Gets worse because the child has cystic fibrosis, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because Ray Caruth killed the mom, and that's not even allegedly. He was convicted, so fuck him. And because of that, the child had it went 12 minutes without oxygen or something like that. So, he developed cystic fibrosis. And now Ray Caruth is getting out, and he wants the custody of the kid.
Okay. I was wondering, how can you get custody of an 18-year-old?
That's the question I was about to ask.
But I suppose if
Yeah,
he's
it's
got
special
a
needs.
disability, special
And the
needs.
grandmother has done everything in her power to raise this kid and help out. And now she's like, you're not taking this kid from me.
I'm hoping a judge actually sees the merit in the grandmother's argument and tells Ray Caruth to go fuck himself.
Actually, I would be...
That actual terminology. Ray, you can go fuck yourself.
I think it should be more like yada yada yada. Go fuck yourself.
to his benefit, he only paid for someone to kill her. He didn't actually shoot her.
That'll go well with
That's
other
about
court.
as good as it
It's a
gets.
good court argument, I
That's his
think.
argument. That's his argument.
But then he hid in a trunk.
So from Dev,
Okay, next.
so, can we all-
Hobie's gotten a whole lot darker since the last time I was on the
it's your
show.
fault because you brought your divorce into it.
yeah, mine was.
But I brought it up in a joking manner. You didn't even know if I was serious.
I was
And now we're talking about some guy who killed the mother of his unborn child and wants custody when he gets out of prison as listener feedback.
I blame Doug.
I'll be honest, I still don't know if you're serious.
To be clear, I felt awkward from the beginning since Christmas because I hadn't been here in a while. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
And we like Dittman's first divorce.
We cheered for it.
yes, we
They
did.
were like the Michael Jackson eating popcorn meme.
I'm just going to sit and watch this.
We can call her and put her on speaker or on Skype. We can Skype her.
Your
On the
ex-wife
show.
or Dittman's ex-wife?
My soon-to-be ex-wife.
Pretty sure mine won't answer the calls.
Are you upset by that?
Not.
Do you still have her phone number?
Never heard of it.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, let's get away from divorce here. Okay, from down.
Let's divorce ourselves from that topic.
From down. Which is better, Moonlight or the movie that thought it won Best Picture?
What movie almost won Best Picture?
This is so clear that it's ridiculous. Moonlight was not a good movie. It was inferior to
La La Land?
Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
It was inferior
Boys
to
in the Hood, to their credit, was not up for Best Picture that last
I'll
year.
show you a Diddy Bob.
It should have
Was it?
been.
Should have been.
Not last year.
Not last
Well,
year.
not last year, but
No,
it
that's what I
was
thought.
the same basic theme.
Okay.
Except for they tacked on the whole homosexual aspect, and it seemed tacked on it. Like if it were organically part of the story, that would be okay. But it seemed tacked on. It was shot with this shaky cam for really no reason. It was a bad movie. And I think that the only reason that it won was for political reasons. And La La Land was a spectacular movie that had every reason. In 20 years, La La Land will be remembered as a wonderful movie.
La La Land's going to be remembered for a white guy teaching everybody about jazz. Because let me tell you, when I think jazz, I think white people. Let me tell you, that is, the pinnacle of jazz. Thank you, Ryan Gosling.
So you watch
think
LA to
1950s
Vegas
New Orleans,
or
that's a
LA to
different thing.
Vegas,
Yes, I watch LA to Vegas. I love that show. It's a
and that's
funny
where you
show.
got that joke, right?
Yes, I did. From the
Okay.
stewardess.
So take it back.
Flight attendant. I will take that.
Okay, now Jason has to take back one joke because he got caught stealing it from somebody.
I know, to be honest, with my concussions and my history, I didn't realize where I got it from. So, technically...
So nice move by
Oh.
Scab Jeff to call Jason out on that
Well
one.
done, well done. Maybe if you had these moves, you wouldn't be divorced. Anyway, moving on.
So is that Dane Cook's excuse too?
For the younger audience, Dane Cook was a hack of a comedian. There's no allegedly. He would allegedly steal jokes. He did. So thankfully, he's no longer around. He's not dead. He just is,
I liked him in what, Dan in Real Life?
No.
The Steve Carell movie.
Oh, yeah, when he lost his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was getting back. Yeah, I know.
Was he in that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the brother.
That is Dan in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dan, I didn't remember him in it.
I was walking
He
down.
was good in Waiting.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitches.
I was walking downtown, and at the one of the theaters, they had comedians coming. Stephen Wright is coming to Cincinnati. I didn't
Seriously?
even realize that guy was still out there doing the
Oh,
comedy.
Stephen Wright's funny and great.
No, he's like Mitch Hedberg. I can take about 2 minutes of him, and that's about it.
Wow, you're wrong on both counts.
Well, I'm glad.
Well, they have similar deliveries, I'll give you that, but both of them are great, and, 2 minutes, 4 hours.
If I don't,
I could watch a 4-hour concert from
Well, if
either
I'm
of those
wrong on that,
guys.
Jeff, I don't want to be right.
I own
That made
all
no sense.
these erasers from all the miniature golf pencils in the world.
Escalators never break; they just become stairs.
See, he stole that one too.
So anyway, Moonlight was a better movie than La La Land. Moving on. What else you got?
Have you seen either one?
No.
Yeah, I saw the trailers. And just from that, I thought Moonlight was better.
That's why I looked over at you, because I haven't seen either one.
I saw the Moonlight where the kid's in the water. I saw a scene with that.
There was a scene with the kid in the water.
That was about it.
Okay.
I saw the trailer for Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Best movie ever made, according to the trailer.
And then you saw the rest of the movie and you were upset with yourself. Okay, moving on. From Meow God.
Yeah.
If you guys were to be Smurfs, what depraved Smurfs would you be? I think it's easy for me. I'd be pervy.
Pervy Smoke.
I'd be
Pervy
pervy Smurf.
Sloth Smurf? Is that?
Slothy?
Or lazy? There was a lazy.
There was a lazy.
Fatty Smurf.
There wasn't a fatty. You can be fatty if you want to be fatty.
Java Smurf.
Java the Smurf.
I think Java the Smurf fits for Jeff.
Okay.
Scab Jeff, what Smurf would you be?
I have no idea. I should have prepared. I had the outline. I should have
He'd
prepared.
be Scab Smurf.
Scab Smurf, he just shows up.
Scam Smurf.
I'd be Asshole Smurf.
Yet that fits you.
I don't know if I should be offended or happy.
Who are you? What are you, Smurf?
I'd be Asshole Smurf.
I could see that. God, maybe.
You'd be Jokey Smurf because
Jokey
you're,
Smurf.
you're about as funny as the actual Jokey Smurf on there.
I got a surprise for you. Okay, was that a gremlin or was that a Smurf?
Was there a difference?
Yes, there is. There's a big difference.
There's a big difference between the Smurfs, but there's no difference between Kevin Spacey and any other.
Hey guys, I'm Kevin Spacey. I like bag full of wieners. Yeah. Anybody see me on House of Cards lately? No.
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 I did because I was watching reruns.
That's okay.
Okay, moving on. From Chris Richardson. Who does the better fake Mercian accent? Martin Freeman or Benedict Cumberbatch?
American or Mercian?
I just read what I...
Okay.
It says Mercian. Mercian.
Okay, what do you think, Jeff?
A Mercian accent?
I don't even know what immersion is.
I'll go with Cumberbatch.
Do you think you could do a Marvin the Martian?
Me?
No, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yes.
Okay. Just Scab Jeff?
It's got to be Cumberbatch. Martin Freeman always seems like the inferior version of Benedict Cumberbatch after I've seen Sherlock.
Did you see Black Panther?
I didn't.
Okay. Did you like Martin Freeman in it?
I like Martin Freeman in
Yeah, I
it.
did too.
But I don't know if you could pull off a Mercian accent.
Oh, Martin, not Morgan.
Yeah, Martin, not Morgan.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman's accent would be...
free. Ran through 500 yards of shit and came out a clean man.
I'm Morgan Freeman.
I love Andy. I miss him.
I'm not sure if that's Forrest Gump or Morgan Freeman.
Yes, Miss Daisy.
Down the hall.
The Driving Miss Daisy podcast is down the hall.
They share an office with the Streetcar podcast.
I do declare that Andy Dufresne was my lover, and I do love him, and I traveled to
Seriously,
Mexico
this
to
is-
be with him.
Where is it?
Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. I got a shank. Someone
Turn him off.
No, he's clinching the floppy for best impression
He's
right
gone
now.
rogue. He's gone rogue.
I can't stop.
This will be remembered in 20 years.
Jeff, you remember how I said I will kill you last?
That's right, Jason, you did.
I lied.
Okay, from the Pop Culture podcast.
You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Kevin Smith just had a close call. What celebrity death would or has had an impact on you? Especially if that celebrity was close to your age. 2, do celebrity deaths impact you at all?
Chris Benoit impacted me. He was a wrestler, but that impacted me a lot.
I know the celebrity death that impacted Jeff the most.
What's that? Carney Wilson?
No.
She's still alive.
Princess
She
Diana.
is?
Oh, Princess Diana.
Why is that, Jeff?
Because she
his birthday.
died on my birthday and ruined my party.
I'm glad you're not selfish. Glad you're not selfish.
Hey, it's better than a friend of Jim's.
Who,
2 weeks later,
2 weeks
when
later, called Mother Teresa a publicity-grubbing whore because when she died, she took all the publicity away from Princess Diana.
He's got a point.
Well, he's not wrong.
He denies saying this to this day, but we have like 3 witnesses.
What has Mother Teresa done lately? I'll be honest. What has she done lately?
nothing since then.
Oh, okay. Well, see? I'll be honest. She's kind of lazy. She's kind of lazy.
She did kind of get canonized since then, didn't she?
Became a saint.
Who hasn't? The Dit Man is Saint Dit Man. Here,
John Paul II is like almost a saint.
here, Dit Man. I bless you. You're a saint. Okay, I have the same power as the Pope. Goodbye.
I ain't been to church in 6 months. What?
6
6
months.
months. So you're the holiest of us all. You might be a saint.
Boom! Boom shakalaka!
Did you have a wedding or a funeral or something?
Little both.
It's not a divorce.
Same time at the same time?
Oh no, that would be him.
Oh, it's funny because it's true. Anyways, moving on.
It's directionally correct. Let's just
That
say.
is true. That is true.
From Besotted Geek.
Oh, Eddie Guerrero affected me too. He's a wrestler. Anybody else? Anybody else is any celebrity?
This Kevin Smith thing, I'm like, he's just a year older than me, and the fact that he had 100% blockage in his Widowmaker or artery,
Yeah.
that's.
I'll be honest,
That's-
Jeff. I think you could top that. I think you
Well,
could
if I
do it.
top that means I will be dead.
Well, don't do that, because then I have to go at it with Blake. That's not good for anyone.
So Jeff
No,
has
I'm
a-
Scam Jeff.
Oh, never mind. You're fine, Jeff. Go die.
so Jeff has
I have your permission to die. Thank you.
so Jeffrey has a Thursday appointment with his cardiologist now.
Friday appointment with his coroner.
So you have 110% blockage. I opted Kevin Smith.
I'll be honest. That's the first time Jeff ever gave more than 100% to anything.
You can only give 100% by definition. That is the most you can give.
I'll be honest. That's the first time Jeff gave more than 50% to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's not wrong.
Okay. Now from Besotted Geek, what are the biggest Oscar snubs in each of the 5 main categories of all time, whether losing or not even being nominated?
Okay, for the sake of the fans, we're not going to have a 6-hour discussion.
I
on this.
wrote an entire sheet here.
Yes.
Okay, so give us the highlights. Speed mode.
1995. It was
Holy
one of the huge
Be a long
years. Like everything that
You're right.
is still remembered today. There was Pulp Fiction. Was that Fargo?
Forrest Gump?
Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, and Shawshank were all the same year. I know that.
Ed Wood. Heavenly Creatures. Peter Jackson's masterpiece. Interview with a Vampire. True Lies. Speed. And Forrest Gump wins Best Picture. And that pisses me the fuck off. And
But-
and Zemeckis won Best Director, which is
Yes.
the worst because Kieslowski was up for Best Director. He directed one of my top 3 films of all time, the Red from the Three Colors trilogy. So that and La La Land and Do the Right Thing, of course, should have won, and because that's remembered now. And then what won? Nobody remembers because
What did win?
I don't remember. I
What
saw it.
year was it? Do you
I
remember
saw
what
it.
year
No,
it
it
was?
wasn't 95.
What? Who was it?
Do the Right
Do
Thing.
the Right Thing. The Spike
Spike
Lee
Lee
movie.
joint.
Spike Lee joint, which is like quintessential in film archives, and that's remembered today. But I guarantee you that the one that wasn't, because I remember what the one.
Silence of the Lambs? Was it that year?
No,
It was
it wasn't.
1990. I'll get it for you. Keep going.
Oh, that was Dances with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves.
Driving Miss Daisy.
Oh, so it was 89.
Down the hall.
Wait. 89 was Driving Miss Daisy, won in the year 90, but it was an
Yeah,
89
okay.
movie. So
Okay.
So Do the Right Thing is a better movie than
Driving Miss
than
Daisy?
Driving Miss. Or I haven't. That's the most recent Best Picture winner that I haven't actually seen. Driving
Okay, what
Miss
else you
Daisy.
got?
What about best actor?
That's all I got.
Any actors that we know that was snubbed?
I'm trying to remember. It's always whenever the Academy gives an award to a like long-standing person who's never won before on a subpar movie, they always seem to snub someone who actually deserved it.
Like
How about Roberto Benigni or whatever is when he won?
for Life is Beautiful?
Yeah, they said that was he should have never won.
What about
I don't
All
know,
the
he
President's Men? When
Robert Redford.
and who won that year was John Wayne, wasn't it?
No, that was 69. John Wayne won, and it was Midnight Cowboy.
Midnight Cowboy, yeah.
The other Dustin Hoffman. Midnight
John
Cowboy
Wayne-
and John Voight canceled each other's votes out, and John Wayne won.
There should be
for-
never a reason John Wayne wins Best Actor.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
He's horrible.
He's
So he won the same way that Lincoln won the election.
yes.
They canceled
The actual, you know that you're going to say Lincoln won the Academy Award.
Did Lincoln win
movie.
Best Picture?
It did not.
Okay, thank Christ. How about anytime Daniel Day-Lewis wins? Okay, we get it. He's a good actor. He's going to win this year. We know because he's retiring. Who the fuck cares?
No, he's
Move on.
actually a great actor who deserved all of the awards he got.
No.
I mean, just because.
Your argument is that he's such a great actor that he shouldn't win. I don't
That's his argument,
understand.
yeah.
I don't
They give it
understand
to
your
him for no
argument.
reason.
He
Give
is
it
such
to
a
him
great actor. I can't believe they gave him the award.
He didn't get it every time he was in a movie.
He's
he got
not
it
that
3
great.
times, and yes, he is. Meryl Streep,
No.
she could. I think it's ridiculous that she just has to be in a movie to get nominated.
Yes.
I mean, didn't she get nominated for?
She-Devil?
Oh, I know. I was going to say that Mamma Mia,
Mamma Mia, Mamma
which was
she
terrible on all accounts.
She's back for the second one.
Yeah, the fact that they're making a sequel is scary.
So what's your best actor? Do you have that one? Do you have any other ones?
That was
Okay.
I had others written down, but they weren't as grievous as the ones I've already said.
How about when Forrest Gump won Best Picture? That's a piece of shit movie.
What were you
I'm not
listening?
saying
That was
I'm not saying it's a piece of shit movie. I'm saying that it is far inferior to everything else that came
Yes.
out that year, with the possible exception of Speed. Although Speed was my favorite movie for a long time.
And you're the movie critic on our show? Well, we
Well,
didn't
that
say
was-
Speed,
that
too.
was
That
bef-
was a Dipman's favorite movie.
That was before I went to
have
film
it
school and
on
everything.
Laserdisc.
Ooh. Did you like how William Dafoe has all drivers on his golf clubs?
I think I was on the yacht.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Fun fact.
What else we got?
Okay, we have from Des Hassing.
Oh, Des, our most intelligent. Most educated, I
Most
should say.
educated.
Most educated. Doesn't mean intelligent.
There's a difference?
Yeah.
Who will be
is.
the new Carl on The Walking Dead now that Carl is gone? I mean, Rick has to have somebody's name to yell, right?
Carl!
so. He's asking who's going to be Carl Jr.
Oh, that's a pretty good restaurant.
They have
He
monster
has another
burgers.
kid, right?
Occasionally.
Whenever
Judith!
whenever the writers remember, and you don't have to yell into the
Sorry.
mic, Jay.
Judith.
So are we saying Judith is the answer?
Yeah, Judith is always the answer.
Okay.
Always?
Yes.
Okay.
Also from Des Hassing, now that Joss Whedon is out directing Batgirl, who should DC/WB get to replace him?
Judith.
Judith is the answer. Okay.
Michael
Next,
Bay.
From Pam Morris,
Cousin
Xbox
Pam.
or PS4? Been thinking PS4. Had a PS3, but let the X have it since he played it the most.
Judith.
Judith.
No comment.
PS4.
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 Xbox.
Get both.
Xbox has Minecraft.
That's a reason to avoid it.
PS4.
No,
So
it's
when
not.
is Red Dead Redemption coming out?
It's
It's been pushed back like another year.
September.
But you can only get it on Xbox.
It's gonna be.
You can't get it anywhere.
Not yet, Dick.
Judith.
Actually, it's on both. It's only coming out on PlayStation 4 and Commodore 64C,
Not shocked. Not shocked.
and somehow on the Atari 7800. It's really odd.
It's cheap.
From the Pop Culture Podcast.
Hello, gents.
Does Ronda Rousey really need mic skills if everything is scripted in the WWE?
Yes.
No. She
No.
is awful on the mic.
She needs mic skills if she's going to go anywhere.
Here's what you do.
That's the only thing you need, to be honest, in the WWE is mic skills.
Here's
you
the-
can be a terrible wrestler, but if you have good mic skills, you'll go far.
Jim, you've watched it more recently than anyone else here, any of these other douchebags. So let's think here.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Here's what you do. You have Paul Heyman turn on Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania because Brock's gone after
Yeah.
WrestleMania. Have him join Roman Reigns because Reigns needs some voices. He needs a mouthpiece.
No, Roman Reigns needs to go away.
Well, I agree with that too. You have him have Roman Reigns and Ronda Rousey, and you have him as the mic voice. You don't have Ronda Rousey talk. You just have her kick some ass.
Wasn't Roman Reigns, what was his name? Lorenzo Lamas's
Name on Renegade?
name in Renegade.
It was close. It was Ramon Reigns. It was Ramon Reigns.
Seriously?
No, I have no idea.
I I'm pretty sure it was. Like,
We're going to check.
I feel like that's a thing.
It might be a thing now.
Because I sat there and thought about that. I was like, that name sounds familiar. And Lorenzo Lamas.
Lorenzo Lamas.
He was great on the Joe
Llamas?
Schmo Show Part 3.
That was awesome.
His underwear.
I'm selling the man bikini.
What else we got?
We have from Professor Number One at Doctor Number One. For the Dit Man, is Blake as big of a diva as he seems to be? I listen to the morning show just for you.
First off, Dr. Professor Number One, I'm flattered that you only listen for myself. My fans enjoy people like you, so I'm thankful for that. To answer your question, yeah, he's a total diva. I mean, fruit cocktail in his dressing room, vegetable trays, and everything.
For edible arrangements. How many times does that happen?
That's edible undergarments.
Oh, my bad. Which are tastier than edible arrangements, to be honest with
It's
you.
like fruit leather
Yes.
versus...
The problem is if you get chocolate on the edible arrangements, it's not chocolate. Don't do it.
It's not.
That's not chocolate.
Edible
And to be
underwear.
clear, it's a lot less than the edible arrangements.
Have you ever? Well, obviously the edible underwear. Who eats those? That sounds disgusting.
I
Who
really
buys
doubt
those?
people actually. You buy them as
I like
gag
that
gifts.
question. Who actually buys it?
People buying gag gifts.
Scab Jeff, do you think your marriage would have been saved with edible underwear?
I have no idea how to answer that question.
Could you have saved money and your relationship by just stitching together fruit roll-ups? Asking for a friend.
Paul, you're divorced once, didn't man? Let me ask you this: would edible underwear have saved the first marriage?
I hope not.
No.
How about spam underwear?
No. I don't even know how you do that.
Oh, you do it.
That's like going to Kroger's and like getting shaved beef and then having to stitch that together. I don't know how to fix that.
Wishing Paul's first marriage to last is like the meanest thing you could possibly do to him.
Yeah, we actually like his new wife.
You have this looking forward to in 8 years.
You married again?
Always upward. Always upward.
She went downward, but he went upward. So you know.
His new wife's name is Upgrade.
Yes, yes.
They wrote a song about it. I think Beyonce sang it. They directed toward DirecTV, but it was about our relationship. Upgrade, double upgrade kind of thing.
So, Scab Jeff, you're never going to get married again?
Oh, hell no.
Okay.
Are you going to get engaged again? Because engaged Jeff was fun.
I've done that a lot. I'm good at that.
It's just the final part of it, the marriage part.
I'd argue that it's moderately pricier to just keep getting engaged.
Well, they're always cubic zirconia, so
It's the same ring.
no, they never give it back. It's pretty brutal. When
How long have you been engaged?
I got mine back.
4 if you count the actual marriage.
Wow.
Wow. Did I miss one? I only know 3.
3, you're right. I miscounted.
You're only 2 above Jim over there.
Yes.
I think he's hiding the fact that there was another relationship out there we didn't know.
No, it was her.
That doesn't count as a engagement because it wasn't legal at the time.
Oh, okay.
What, she was 14?
Okay, moving on. So,
I was going to say she was a guy, but okay.
would you rather, Jim? What do we got here?
Would you rather, from Doug, whose career would you rather have? David Caruso or Pauly Shore?
Oh, wow.
Both involve copious amounts of cocaine.
Allegedly.
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 No, there's no allegedly.
I think the 12 years or so that Caruso was on television probably got him more money than the 4 or 5 movies that Pauly Shore
Pauly
did.
Shore's still doing stand-up comedy.
Well, I
What,
would
you
cut
call
that
that
part out
comedy?
of his career.
He's still on stage.
Although apparently his parents were like in the entertainment industry who were fairly successful. So if you count
Strippers?
I was going to say getting any inheritance or
They
whatnot.
owned a comedy club.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Is that how he's still on stage?
Yeah.
He owns
watched
the club. That's why he's
He
still
does own
on
a club.
stage.
I watched his reality show.
So here's the thing. Would you rather be associated with a guy that looks like a homeless Metallica groupie or a guy that had a hit TV series on that was a spin-off of another hit TV series.
There's no reason to bring Miley Cyrus back into this.
Which one was she?
Actually, it would work for both. Good call. Never mind.
If there was a movie, is David Caruso dead? I'd take David Caruso. But since Pauly Shore has a movie called Is Pauly Shore Dead? I'll go with Pauly Shore.
That's a tough one. Scab Jeff?
I always thought, like, if I could be in any movie, Biodome would be that movie that I could be in.
You do get Stephen Baldwin.
So I'm going Pauly Shore.
Okay, Jeff?
He's hoping to get engaged with the two girls that are.
Which one is Joey Lauren Adams?
It is, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going
thinking-
Pauly Shore then.
Is it
I'm thinking I
Forrest?
did like in the first episode of South Park when Ike does his impersonation of David Caruso's career.
And Jump.
But that was before the CSI Miami comeback. You know, I'll go Pauly Shore because he only had to do about 5 movies and doesn't have to work again.
David Caruso was in Kiss of Death.
Got to do
And
5
Jade?
movies.
And
Got
Jade.
to do.
He said he had to do.
I am going to quit NYPD Blue to do Jade.
The writer of Showgirls. So, that's a high esteem. So, Ditman, what did you say you were doing? Caruso or Pauly Shore?
Quite frankly, I'd rather be homeless.
Okay, so you're going to be Miley.
So Pauly Shore.
Okay.
I'd rather have to not pick. It's like, I wouldn't want to hang out with those kids.
That's the point of the exercise is you have to pick one.
So I have to pick a lot. I'd rather be David Caruso because I get cool shades and get to live in Miami.
Yeah, you just take them off.
And every time you take off your sunglasses, the Who plays.
Right, and I made all my mistakes before my current successes, not after my past successes.
Ah,
As
good
evident
point.
by your divorce. So, there you go.
I changed my mind. I like Paul's answer.
No one ever
You know,
said that.
he's not really in Miami. They film it in L.A.
No, they don't film it anywhere now.
Up.
They used to film it in L.A.,
Technically, they never filmed
which
it.
is where Pauly
They
Shore
taped
lives.
it.
If it's in LA, I don't want to be either of them because that's a shitty city.
Welcome to Miami.
Apologies to all our LA listeners about your shitty city.
If you have a question, or if you would like to send us a Would You Rather, or a FMK, we haven't done those in a while, or a word for Jeff to Google on his phone when he gets up to 1997 standards, please send it to us at Bad Ideas Podcast on Twitter, hobiepod@gmail.com, or you can do it on our Facebook page, History of Bad Ideas Podcast. We got a lot of pop culture news and every day that we update with articles and that. And also we're on Tangent Bound Network, Danger Entertainment Network. No one said danger. Come out.
Danger!
Thank you. We're on WeBeGeeksPC.com. And for the UK listeners, you cheeky cunts, we're on nerdly.co.uk.
Good day, governor.
My Black Lightning review will be up Thursday.
Black Lightning.
Stop it. Also,
Oh, that's not a
we
repeat.
just had a gamer, my son and I just did a gamer article on, what was it called?
Go nuts for donuts.
There you go. I'm glad you remembered.
Oh, we're talking donuts?
Oh, yeah, donuts.
There's like awesome donuts. I live near the donut trail in Ohio.
Ooh.
You do.
I do.
You don't live near anything else, but you live near
I live on this.
Honestly, the donut
trail.
trail, it's like 12 or 13,
And they're delicious.
all of them.
They're Asian?
At least a third.
The
There's one place
question is, can you do them all in one trip?
you could, but you'd be very stuffed.
Jeff could.
Jeff could. But I
And still
live.
have room for steak.
I live within 2 miles of at least 4 of them, and they're delicious and delicious. For our, do we have Asian partners yet?
Not anymore.
Well, moving on. Okay, so there you go. Let's do some news of the geek, Jeff. News of the Geek, sponsored by Michael Bay. Please let me direct a movie. The disappointing box office returns for Transformers. Sorry, as I'm suffering a stroke here. The Last Night, by comparison to the previous films, has likely brought an end to Michael Bay's version of the Robots in Disguise, according to a Hasbro investor presentation at New York Toy Fair. Thank God.
I feel like this is directed at me.
His direct edge. Yeah, I put this in just for you because you saw the dinosaur Transformer movie. How was that?
So, I'm torn, right? I'm
yeah.
kind of a nerd for Transformers, right? Everybody has their thing. That's kind of my thing.
Meet Grimlock.
Settle down there, divorcee.
Actually, I'll be honest, that was a pretty damn good Grimlock.
It is 99% better than anything he has imitated.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, might I win a floppy and
no.
impress?
Settle down.
Let's nominate him for the floppy right now for best
Best
impersonation.
impersonation. So to kind of step back, I am kind of a nerd for Star Wars or Transformers. But the first one was good, and then they made more.
First one was good.
Good enough, I guess I should say.
Wow, it was better than the other ones, but
Right? When you compare across the 4 or 8 or whatever that Michael Bay continues to produce,
well, I do like that they're pot committed because they're going to see Bumblebee's solo film.
when you spend money, it's better to throw more money at it,
Yes.
right? You're pot committed, right?
I feel like they're pot committed because Bumblebee is coming out this Christmas with John Cena in the lead.
Well, he has to make up for the money. He's got to pay back to Ford for selling their car.
Yes, that was the greatest thing ever. Moving on.
I don't want it. Somebody else take this crap.
Hey, I really want that car. Here you go. I'm going to sell it.
It's garbage.
Look it up. The company hinted that their new agreement with Paramount would lead to a reset following the film's release, according to IO9. Quote, we're actively developing live action and animated films to have dated several under this new agreement. We're excited about this year's Transformers Bumblebee as we work with the new Paramount team to reset the future directions of Transformers. We'll be partially financing the production of these films, and Bumblebee is the first under the new agreement. Oh, so there you go. Bumblebee's going to be the first one.
I think this leads to my other problem with the movie industry in general.
What's that?
Everybody just wants to do reboots.
Well, to be fair, I would probably
there's no
reboot
to be
Transformers.
fair.
I would reboot Transformers.
No, it was cool in 86 and 87. It's
88 maybe.
It's 2018, 2019. Get a fucking original idea.
The thing is, it could be cool again after the monstrosity that they made.
Let it cool down. It's not like Spider-Man where you make 9 movies.
Well, I
in
agree
12
with
years.
that. You can give them time to
we
breathe.
haven't really hit the origin story of Peter Parker. Can we do that again?
Maybe we should do it for the 5th
Which
time in
time?
15 years. Maybe we should reboot Batman for 3 more episodes.
Did you know his parents died?
I heard it like
What?
once, but I didn't know they died again.
Batman's parents died. I don't know if you know that.
Spoiler!
I'm sorry.
About 7 times, right?
Yes.
In a row?
Yes. It's like a circus seal.
Fuck.
First thing noticed is Transformers 6 is not on the schedule. That
What
seems
the fuck is 6?
whatever the next one
It would be
was.
the next one because the last
The
one was the
invention of the
5th.
Energon Cube.
Originally, they had the 6th, 7th, 8th, and possibly even a 9th movie mapped out. So that's wonderful.
Is this where they go to Jungle Wars or where they start getting transforming gorillas and shit?
Jumanji. The Rocks.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember the Jungle War.
Fucking-
What about the Rock? Oh no, that was He-Man with the Rock Transformers. That was not a good idea.
Did movies ever get the ones where you had 5 separate ones, but then they came together to make a bigger one?
Constructicons?
That's
Yeah.
a Voltron.
No,
Well, they stole it from
you had,
Voltron,
like,
but yes.
Constructicon, and that was in one of the episodes, but they never showed how it came together. It was just a bunch of construction shit.
What about the one that turned into a gun? Didn't they use
Which
that?
one?
No,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the giant gun. Wasn't there a giant gun?
I'm about to say, you had Megatron was a gun originally, but
He was like
They-
a handgun.
made him a plane in the...
But given the current
movies.
environment, I don't think he can be used like that anymore.
Well, you gotta be 21 to buy them. Anyways, moving on.
How was Serpentor?
Oh my bad. And Gobulus, his right-hand man.
Why have we not come out with the He-Man story?
It's coming.
Why is it?
Or GoBots crossover?
At this point, I would be fine with a GoBots movie.
I'm ready for a Voltron. I started watching the series on Netflix. It's
And?
not terrible.
The first season was good. I haven't gotten into the second season. I think I saw one
They're up to
episode
the
and
4th
forgot
season
about
now,
it.
aren't they?
Yeah, I watched. The
I thought they
first,
only
like-
did the second season.
No, I think they got at least one more out.
I'm almost
think
through
you're
the
wrong.
first season. It's not terrible.
Ditman puts on the movie poster. Not terrible.
And that's how you have to rate shit now, because it's either not terrible or it's been done 7 times.
Well, just to let you know, let's see. They said they were going to do the dozen or so stories in Michael Bay's Hopper are also out the window, while the idea of a Hasbro shared universe gained steam, particularly with Paramount and Hasbro event film hinted at in 2021. The idea is G.I. Joe and Transformers combined
That's dumb.
in 2021.
And Legos.
Ooh.
They're not owned by Hasbro, are they?
No.
Okay.
Not
But
yet.
they're owned by Paramount, and Paramount also has Top Gun, so they're going to be included in that too.
Top Gun Lego?
No, ooh, that would be fun.
Not really.
No, Top Gun Transformers.
Chris Pratt as
Optimus
Maverick.
Prime's going to be playing volleyball, shirtless.
I think that was a real episode.
I think it was. So New Deal apparently gives Hasbro more creative control over the properties. Yay. And everything else can be tossed out.
I
It
think we
can't
can
be
move to the next
worse.
topic. Move to the
No,
next
seriously.
Next topic.
Is it possible to make worse Transformer movies than the ones they already did?
Yes, you have Dolph Lundgren star in it and call it Master of the Universe.
I think that would be better than what I saw
Yuri
from...
Bowl.
Usain Bolt.
Ah.
What's Usain Bolt got to do with it?
Well, he's a really good fast runner. Not
Usain-
much of a director, though.
So he'd be like the Porsche.
Yes.
Usain
yes.
Bolt did tweet out that he was going to. So he just signed with a or a football franchise. It turned out it was a publicity stunt, and he's playing a soccer game for charity for UNICEF.
Usain Bolt, though, is a track star that has not shot his girlfriend. So there you go.
You know, there's a lot more out there that didn't than did.
I'll be honest, I've only seen 2 track stars. One has robotic legs, and he killed his girlfriend. No, that's not even allegedly anymore. He was convicted. Okay.
Yes.
And then Usain Bolt.
What about me?
What about the Jamaican bobsledders?
They're not track stars.
They were before they were
Kinda were.
bobsledders.
They
Did you
killed John
not
Candy,
see the
though.
movie?
They killed John
Haven't
Candy.
you seen Cool Runnings?
They did.
They killed John Candy and used his
Carcass as a bobsled.
bobsled.
Let's be real. It's not the best thing to do.
And they got the idea from Empire Strikes Back.
I thought John Candy smelled bad on the outside.
Long story short.
Moving on. Woo, moving on. And they put him in charge of kids. I wouldn't do that. Moving on. This is Oscar nominations. We got a lot of them, so we're going to do quick here. You ready, Scab Jeff? You have done
10 picks in 10 seconds. Stab Jeff.
3 out of the last 4 years. You have done this. This is your third year doing the predictions.
Is he good?
No.
The first year he was 33%. Last year he was 70%. So this year we're going to see.
First year I was going with what should win. Second year I was going
And
with
then you
what
realize,
would
you
win.
know, that
You can tell us what you think should win, and then tell us what would win.
what? Yeah,
I could do that.
chicks and picks.
And if you're open next week, if you would like to come back so we can mock you for losing all these.
I would love to.
Okay.
So what's the prize if he hits like over 80%?
If he hits over 80%, he will win a floppy award.
That is on the record.
You heard him.
Do you really think he's going to hit 80%?
I think I got to edit this out.
First off, we don't edit. Second,
Editing's for losers.
We use disclaimers, not editing.
Scab Jeff is
Hashtag
only
you will
at
be offended.
25% for engagements to go through on the end. He's not hitting Oscars at 80%.
Apparently I'm 66%. I think Jeff's right.
Oh, okay. I'll be honest.
I thought I was engaged another time, but I really have no clue who.
I'll be honest. I never thought divorce would be this much fun.
Paul,
Oh, you have no idea. You should try it.
Your wife's hoping it will be Jason.
Work from home is a scheme.
Damn it.
Stay at home mom is a scam.
Short film, animated. We're going from bottom.
Why would we go from the
Why would
bottom?
we-
It's on the next page.
Because we started from the bottom, now we're here.
Okay.
Dear Basketball, Garden Party, Lou, Negative Space, and Revolting Rhymes.
I'm
What's your-
picking Lou because I know him.
Okay.
He plays
Lou.
trivia with us.
Lose the Pixar film, but
That brings Hot Pockets.
Garden Party Ball is by far the best, but Dear Basketball is going to win.
Okay.
And it was stupid as fuck. It was
it's like-
Kobe Bryant's retirement letter or whatever.
Yeah.
Animated by like somebody who probably does BMW commercials or something because it looks like
Yeah,
how they
fuck
draw
BMW.
the BMW
Audi's
commercial
where
or whatever those car commercials are where they're kind of animated. I don't know, but it
Pinto.
was poorly animated.
Kia.
It was like it was written by
The guy with
a
herpes.
jock in high school who thought that he was being artistic and everything, but you could tell
Autistic
that he
or
wasn't.
Artistic or autistic?
Artistic was what I meant. Who thought he was being artistic?
You said artistic. They just wanted it to be autistic.
But it was. It
We're
was
supportive of
bad,
those
and it's
with
going to win,
disabilities,
and
jerk.
that pisses me off.
If he was autistic in the movie, then that would definitely win.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe
But
you
anything
should've.
else deserves to win over Dear Basketball.
Visual effects. Blade Runner 2049. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Kong Skull Island. I'm going with that. Star Wars. Last Jedi. Last Jedi. And War for the Planet of the Apes.
I haven't seen War for the Planet of the Apes. That's one of the 15 that I haven't seen this year. But Blade Runner 2049 will win and should win.
Okay.
All right.
Animated feature. The Boss Baby. Well, there you're
yeah.
done. Yeah, Boss
That's
Baby.
the one of these that I've seen.
And it was horrible.
Because
isn't it?
it's
That's
streaming
the
on
one of these I've
Netflix.
heard of this.
It's horrible.
Oh, it was. It
Yeah.
was. It was. It was.
What's that say about the other
I don't
four?
know. It was very
Well,
bad.
the breadwinner, Coco.
Breadwinner looked real good.
Coco.
You mean
I haven't
chocolate?
seen.
Chocolate with Johnny.
Coco got really good reviews.
My wife really loves
Coco's
Coco.
going to win.
Yeah. Ferdinand with John Cena and Love and Vincent. What's your pick? I'm going with Coco.
I've only seen The Boss Baby, but Coco is my guess for what's going to win.
Boss Baby is so bad you're picking a movie you've never seen to beat it.
Oh yeah.
I like that idea.
How about the Emoji Movie?
Oh,
Yeah, that didn't get nominated, did it?
my son watched it.
But
See,
probably
Jason-
should have been nominated over Boss
Where's
Baby.
the snub question again? I've got one I want to.
See, Jason, just because you spend a lot of money on it doesn't mean it's a good idea. It's like a streetcar.
Well, down the hall. Down the hall.
I'm pretty sure it resided here for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was down here. Let's see. Adapted screenplay. Call Me By Your Name. The Disaster Artist. Logan. Molly's Game and Mudbound starring Blake Edwards.
I haven't seen Molly's Game. I really want to, but it's not streaming anywhere, and I haven't had a chance to go out. And I suspect that would probably be the best, but Call Me By Your Name is my pick for what will win, and my pick for probably the best out of these. Because, like, I went into that movie expecting this is the one about the gay guys. It's going to be the one that's just there for political reasons. It's going to be stupid, and it was wonderful. It was one of the best movies out there, and it was just like a love story that it's like when you see gay love stories, it's not usually, or the antagonist is usually society.
Yeah.
And this time it's not.
Okay.
And that's great. And I really liked it, and it was a great story, and I really liked it.
Were they cowboys?
They were not cowboys.
Which I knew how to quit.
But
you.
society, in a way, was the antagonist in that one, too.
Oh, it definitely was.
And Michelle Williams. Let's see here. Original screenplay, The Big Sick. That's my pick. That's the only one I saw out of them all. Get Out.
Get out.
Lady Bird. The Shape of Water, or How to Masturbate. And 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
My
saw that
choice.
this
Missouri.
How did you like it?
It was odd as fuck.
Did you like it, though?
I was intrigued.
Was it better than Transformers?
Paul Dittman. I was intrigued.
It's
Are
not
you talking
terrible.
Shape of Water or 3 Billboards?
Three
3
billboards.
Billboards.
It was one of those that I didn't know what to expect, and Jen was like, I really want to see it. I'm like, I don't not want to see it. So I watched it. It was intriguing, and the leading chick was kind of like my kind of person.
Frances
like, from an
McDormand?
attitude
Frances
perspective.
McDormand.
It's like, I'd be that kind of an asshole. I dig it, right? So I like the mindset. I like the direction it went. So I'd give it a thumbs up.
Okay.
I thought the preview looked terrible, but the movie was great.
So what did you pick?
But for this, I'm going to say Get Out's going to win it. This is going to be the one that it wins, but 3 Billboards should win.
Okay.
I'm picking Lady Bird. I'm just saying that.
Okay. Let's see
Well,
here.
hopefully you pick that at the Oscar party so I get your $1.
Oh, no, I'm picking whatever you picked
you'll get
tonight.
that $1, but
See, I'm keeping notes of what you picked so I know what to get at the Oscar party.
Actress in a supporting role. Mary J. Blige for Mudbound. Allison Janney for I, Tonya. Leslie Manville for Phantom Thread. Fuck that movie. Laurie Metcalf, Lady Bird. Octavia Spencer for The Shape of Water.
So the only thing you know about the Phantom Thread is Daniel Day-Lewis is
Yes,
in it.
and it's about sewing. So, what are we going with?
I haven't seen I, Tonya, but I'm picking Allison Janney to win this one
Okay.
because it's so slanted towards that and all the Vegas odds.
I'm going Laurie Metcalf.
I heard great things about I, Tonya.
Let's see here. Actor in a supporting role. William Dafoe for The Florida Project.
Willem Dafoe.
Woody Harrelson for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Richard Jenkins, The Shape of Water. Christopher Plummer for All the Money in the World. Did he replace Kevin Spacey in that
Yes,
one?
he did.
Okay. Why ain't I in here? And Sam Rockwell for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Sam Rockwell will win and should win. Although I
Okay.
haven't seen All the Money in the World or the Florida Project.
Been
I
fun.
have an outside feeling they're going to give it to Christopher Plummer just to shove it
Yeah.
down Kevin Spacey's face.
And
Feel
Christopher
free to pick that on Sunday.
Christopher Plummer just shows up and he gets nominated.
Yes. Actress, we got a couple more left here. Actress in leading role, Sally Hawkins, The Shape of Water.
Frances McDormand will win.
3 Billboards Outside Ebbing. Okay, well, there you go. Moving on. I agree, too. I'm going with that one. Actor in a leading role, Timothy Chalamet, Call Me By Your Name.
Gary Oldman will win, no doubt.
Daniel Day-Lewis, fuck him.
Can I double down or
Hold
triple
on.
down or something?
Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out. Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour, and Denzel for Roman J. Israel.
I am as sure about Gary Oldman winning this as I was as sure of La La Land winning Best Picture last year.
So he's not going to win.
No, he's going to win, and they're going to take it away from
Yes,
him.
yes.
Well, this is one where Gary Oldman's been around forever and has never won yet, and so they probably feel they owe him. And if he actually was good in a role,
He was spectacular in that role.
But it's Daniel Day-Lewis's last film.
That's why I'm going with Daniel Day.
he's already won 3 times.
Best Director, Paul Thomas Anderson for fucking Guillermo del Toro for Shape of Water, Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird, Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk, and Jordan Peele for Get Out. I'm going with Greta.
I'm going Shape of Water.
Del Toro.
Yeah.
Shape of Water is what I am saying, but he doesn't deserve it. Paul Thomas Anderson, of course, deserves it.
He did the Resident Evil movies, right?
No, that was Paul
No, it was
W.S.
Paul-
Anderson.
No, no, I
No,
think
it
it
was
was
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, good call. Good call. Mortal Kombat. Finally, Best Picture: Call Me by Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out. Jeff does it better. Get Out. Lady Bird. Phantom Thread. Fuck that. The Post. Fuck that. The Shape of Water, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
I'm going to go with 3 Billboards. I've seen where Shape of Water might win, but it was really a bad movie. It wasn't a good movie. Have you seen it?
No.
It's not good.
No.
It's really just not good.
So I will take The Shape of Water winning then.
Okay. Jim's pick. I'm going with Get Out. Never seen it, but
I'm trying to figure why Dunkirk is in this bucket.
Because Christopher Nolan, and he's amazing.
And Dunkirk was amazing.
I couldn't get past the first 40 minutes.
Then you missed one of the greatest moments in all of film.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, holy fuck, is this going somewhere?
So you got through Transformer movies, but you can't get through Dunkirk.
It's like a guy running,
That's
and then
Forrest
he's
Gump.
getting shot
I'm
at.
not watching Forrest Gump.
And then he's sitting on a beach, and then he sneaks on to kind of help some dead people to get onto a boat. I'm like, fuck, it's like,
But he,
watching...
but he didn't get on the boat.
Right, and then he sits
And
there.
then the boat got bombed.
Spoilers.
Sorry, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, it only happened 50 or 70
Are you
years
sure you were
ago.
watching Forrest Gump?
I was watching, I'm like, this is so slow and terrible. The cinematography's great, but the story's so long and terrible.
Did you like Interstellar?
I didn't even watch it
Oh,
because
okay.
it looked so long
Stop
and
it.
slow and terrible. That's just my view, though.
I was hoping for better from Interstellar.
I loved Interstellar.
It's so
I think
long,
it's-
slow, and terrible. Paul Dittman.
I think
But the
Interstellar ended up
cinematography is
at the
great.
end just going for cliches.
So what percentage is
Photographer's great. Story's terrible.
what percentage is Cap Jeff going to hit on this one?
And we're only counting these
Yes.
ones.
No. Last year I got all of them.
Okay, well you send me that. You send me what you got.
Herpes?
No, not that. You send me that list after off air. and
I
then-
could read through them real quick right now.
Oh, jeez. So
So if everyone at home is playing the drink when Paul says herpes game, you're
up
pretty
to
drunk by
13.
now.
what do you got? Go. Hurry. Herpes. Too late. Okay, boom.
Cinematography, Blade Runner.
It's a double shot.
Costume
when I'm right.
design, Phantom Thread. Let me find another one that we don't have. Documentary feature, Faces Places. Short subject, Edith and Eddie. Film editing, Dunkirk. Foreign language film, Fantastic Woman. Makeup and hairstyling, Darkest Hour. Original score, Dunkirk.
Can't read it.
Sure.
writing.
The Coco song for original song, Remember Me. Production design, Dunkirk,
Why is this show 3 hours long?
live action short, DeKalb Elementary, sound editing and sound mixing, Blade Runner, visual effects. We did adapted screenplay and radio. I believe that's it.
Send those to me. Anyways,
Or just give him that sheet.
I didn't mark them on the sheet.
send that to me off air. Just to let you know, we got some quickies
I
here.
don't know if I'll remember what I said.
Just send me your sheet on Sunday night.
Or
Just
we can,
listen to your.
or we can listen to the podcast and write it down.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see. By deadline, the Blair Witch Project is one of the great underdog success stories in cinematic history. Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez found footage horror movie made over $200 million on a microscopic $60,000 budget. Lionsgate is hoping the world will catch Blair Witch fever again. It won't. Just not on the big screen. Lionsgate is making some movies in the digital content space with their newly branded Studio L. The studio announced today they are developing a series based on the Blair Witch Project, as well as the comedy hit Waiting.
Ooh. Oh. I love I love the comedy hit Waiting, but then I remembered Waiting 2.
Still waiting?
They're still waiting, yeah. Oh. That was worse than I thought possible.
Was that worse than Caddyshack 2?
Oh, no.
Best movie about caddies?
Caddyshack.
Worst movie about caddies?
Caddyshack 2.
There you go.
No, because Caddyshack 2 had Jackie Mason, had
Jackie Mason!
Dan
Oh!
Aykroyd trying to be Bill Murray,
Oh, God.
and a couple of yuppies.
I got chicken soup for my soul. I'm Jackie Mason.
What did it have Jonathan Silverman?
It did have Jonathan Silverman in it.
So it has one redeeming quality?
No, it's not even a redeeming quality. Does anyone care about the Blair Witch? Man?
So I was pumped about it when the first one came out.
Yes,
right?
I agree.
I was in there, went and saw it, loved it, and then they came out with a second one.
Book of Shadows.
And it's like, all right, this was cool. All right.
Did you see
I
the
haven't
third
seen
one?
any of the sequels. Are they
Third
really
one they
bad?
said was okay. That is what they said. I've never
The
seen
third
it.
one is an actual sequel.
Yes.
Like, you know.
They
'cause
kind of ignored the second one.
So
That happens a lot.
Yes.
I think the reality of the mystique or the love behind the first one was it was, billed as, hey, we just found this, hey, here it is.
Yes.
And there was a lot of hype behind it.
They didn't have any of the actors out there. They all...
Nobody knew anybody,
Yep.
nobody anything. It's like, hey, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But I just saw it recently, knowing everything that I know about it now, and it holds up. And
The
it's a
first
good
one
movie.
still holds up.
Yeah, it's a good
It
movie.
does.
Yeah. But as you go past, it's like, do I still want to see this? There's a lot of skepticism around. Do I think this is going to keep going? Do I think this is worth me spending $15.75 to go see it in the theater? Right?
Well, this is a TV series.
oh, straight to a TV
Yeah,
series.
TV shit.
And my issue is, it's
Doesn't
like
ma-
every other prequel. Do we really need to know that much about the backstory?
The question is it going to be on format or something that I already get, or will I have to subscribe to a new service to get it?
Do I have to start subscribing to cable again?
I mean, is it
I have
on
to download
Netflix?
Studio L on something.
Yeah. Is that like on Netflix, or do I have to subscribe to their own station to watch it?
Can I get this on Hulu, which I already paid $10 for?
Yeah.
Or-
It's like, is it on
You
one
have
of
to
the
get the Blair Witch station.
Well, all you can watch is The Blair Witch and Waiting.
also known as Time Warner Cable.
Spectrum.
Or, sorry,
Encore.
Charter. Whatever the fuck
Network.
it is Thursday.
There is your News of the Geek.
Dish Network?
Nobody buys that.
The hell down the hall.
They got the Hoppa.
Papa!
There's your News of the Geek.
Get the Hoppa.
Hey, this is Liz,
And this is Heather,
and we are Nerdy Bitches Podcast.
a show where two geeky ladies podcast their way through pop culture.
From movies and TV to our regular book club and everything in between, we bring you our favorite fandoms with a feminine eye.
We're talking Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, DC Marvel, comic books, and anime.
And don't forget sci-fi, fantasy, action movies, video games, D&D, board games, and so much more.
Be sure to check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, Podbean, or wherever you find awesome podcasts.
You can also find us hanging out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and at nerdybitches.com.
Talk to you soon.
Jeff, what are you doing September 14th through 16th?
I'm going to the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Scab Jeff, on September 15th, where are you going to be drinking at?
The Cincinnati Comic Expo.
On September 16th, where are you going to be buying a llama at?
The Cincinnati Comic Expo.
That's right. Everything is at the Cincinnati Comic Expo. We have Jamie Lannister there.
Only because you can't say the actor's
I
real
can't say
name.
the actor's name. We got Kobe Smulders from How I Met Your Mother and Avengers.
We have who? Who was that?
Kobe.
Kobe Smulders.
I don't care for him.
September 14th through the 16th at the Duke Energy Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. Get your tickets at CincinnatiComicExpo.com. Hobie will be there.
With the Swedish chef from the Muppets. Also known as Jason.
Yes, along with a lot of great comic book artists and writers. And now you flustered me. Boom, moving on. September 14th through the 16th, the Cincinnati Comic Expo. Get your tickets now. Look to the History of Bad Ideas podcast on Facebook for all the announcements, because we'll be copying them over from the Cincinnati Comic Expo, which you can follow on Facebook as well, which is probably a better source. Anyways,
Yeah, but we have better commentary about it.
I wouldn't go that far.
Duke
Duke Energy Convention Center, September 14th through the 16th. Be there.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
All right, in our box office bombs this week, we've got the stop-motion animated film Early Man. Closed out the top 10 with $1.7 million in its second week.
Scab Jeff, did you see Early Man?
I did not.
Do you think it's better than Boss Baby?
I don't see how it could possibly be worse.
It really is that bad.
It is that bad. It was awful.
You need to see Emoji Movie. It's just as bad.
Then why would I ever watch that?
Well, if your kid watches it, I'm just saying.
Why would I let him watch that if
I'm
it's
just
as bad
saying.
as Boss Baby?
So what was our piece where we guessed what the movie was about based on its title?
Plot lines.
Plot lines, yes.
Yes.
Early Man.
Well, I know that one.
Right, but if you'd never heard of it, what would you think from
I would guess it's a Nick Park claymation
Stop
stop action about cavemen.
Man, yeah.
If you didn't.
I would say it's a rom-com comedy about a guy that doesn't know anything about women that's trying to figure it out.
I'd say it's a guy that comes early.
It's called porn.
I'm just saying.
I'd say it's about
Sarah
a
Jessica
teenage
Parker
girl who is having a...
I want to.
I'm just saying it's
I
a
wanna thank
terrible
the-
movie for or a terrible name for a.
I want to
Stop
thank the
action
Dit Man
animated.
here for his commentary. It reminds me of Blake being here.
Hey, we're a team.
And the sad thing is, the Dit Man is the less of a diva.
I am.
Yes.
I'm the masculine side of Blake and the Dit Man.
What else we got, Jeff? Keep going about the Early Man.
Oh, Early Man, 47% drop.
Yeah.
Terrible. The Aardman Studio production now sits at $6.8 million domestically, $25.6 worldwide, and considering it was a $50 million budget, it's not going to make any money.
No.
Is this by the Wallace and Gromit guy?
Yes.
So is the Aardman production crew? Have they shut down yet?
They really haven't made any good ones lately.
Well, it's not as bad of a bomb as the French movie last year. What was that one? The
La La Land?
No, the 1,000 Cities of the Future.
Valerian.
Yeah.
Yeah, City of Valerie.
I thought he was talking about Tron.
Valerian.
I had no idea.
Yeah, Valerian or
Yeah,
whatever.
Valerian. That the company.
That was
shut-
like over $200 million, and
They
the
shut
company,
down a studio for it. Let me ask you this: does Wallace and Gromit do the VeggieTale movies too?
No,
Okay, that's a different organization.
I hope.
We're right until proven wrong.
Yes.
I just can't see Wallace and Gromit guy doing the VeggieTales.
Okay.
That just
That's more Christian, like religious.
very
movies.
religious, like yes.
Okay.
Where Nick Park writes things about robotic pants.
Moving on. What else we got?
Number one this week, Black Panther, $108 million, a total of $400 million
Shop,
on a
shop.
$200 million budget.
I put money on this time.
Doubled its budget by the second week, and that's just domestically. So big hit.
And they say it probably will pass Avengers domestically.
Is it worth it? Is it
Yes.
that good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it the best one of the...
It's a tough call. I like Captain America, the first Avenger, the best. I love that I don't know. There's something about it.
Winter Soldier is my favorite.
Winter Soldier's up there in the top 3. Black Panther's probably right around in between them.
I think Boss Baby's my favorite.
Boss Baby is good.
I'd buy that.
I didn't realize that was in the Marvel comic universe. That makes it better.
That Spider-Man cameo now makes sense.
You didn't watch to the end to get the cameo.
I didn't watch
after the credits.
That's why Stan Lee was in a diaper in it. Didn't you see?
I was absolutely shocked that over half the theater left as soon as the credits started.
A Boss Baby?
Yes. I mean, the opening credits.
To be clear.
It was just Alec Baldwin yelling at his daughter when she was 14. Why are you doing this?
Sponsored by NBC.
Yes. Let's give him a show.
Number 2 this week, Game Night made $17 million in its opening weekend on a $37 million budget.
Seeing that Saturday.
What should I think about this?
I'm seeing it Saturday. You want to go? Saturday night?
I may
Wow.
not go Saturday.
He wants to double date with you. I wasn't asked to go.
It's not a double date. He just wants to date the dit man.
Oh, I'll just drop my wife. I'll just go with him.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
be clear. We were a thing before they were a thing.
That is true.
Oh, yeah,
That's the
okay,
thing.
good.
You guys were a thing a long time ago.
We were a thing before your first
being
wife.
Before being a thing was a thing.
Yes.
We were a thing before your first succubus. Anyways,
Yeah.
moving on.
Or Poland chains.
Yes, we went there.
What's number 3?
Number 3, Jason's favorite Peter Rabbit made
Fuck
another.
this movie.
Wow, it still made $12.5 million, a total of $71.5 million on a $50 million
Is that why
budget.
you can't go see Game Night? You're going to watch this instead? Peter
No,
Rabbit?
We kind of have a baby shower, jerk.
Oh.
You're going to have a baby?
No, a shower.
You're washing your
We're
baby?
showering babies. Not ours, just random babies.
You know you can go to jail
Okay,
for
this
that.
is like the divorce
No,
thing.
no, no. It's perfectly cool.
This is like
I'm
the
talking to
divorce
my
thing.
attorney.
Is your wife pregnant?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, we're just making sure. No, I didn't mean good. That didn't sound right.
I'm so glad you can't get her to conceive, Paul. Congratulations on being sterile.
Where's the fetus gonna gestate?
In a box?
Oh my god. Keep going.
So number 4, Annihilation made
These are jams I
$11
look
million
forward
in its opening weekend on a budget of $40 million.
In a row?
What's Annihilation?
Natalie Portman,
Oh, okay.
the biologist.
Yeah, I know.
The shimmery wall movie.
Yeah, I read what the 3 books were about online called Wikipedia.
What has she like done?
Well, we'll get to the buy sell, but see how low she is. But it did not appeal to me at all.
And number 5, somehow 50 Shades Freed made another $7 million,
Is it free or freed?
Freed.
as in past tense.
Oh, I thought it was like free. Like
Did you see the promos?
I've not seen any of the
Watch
movies.
the
only
climax. Be there for the climax.
Is that ice cream?
Yes. We were talking last week on the podcast.
I thought they were buying like gazebos for their backyard. 50 Shades.
Talking about sticking things in.
So last week, I
I'd
was
pay $8 for a lollipop.
So speaking of that, last week, Scab Jeff and the Dip Man, gynecologists and doctors had to do a PSA stating that you're not supposed to put ice cream up a woman's hoo-ha because that's what happens in 50 Shades Freed, and now women are doing it and they're getting yeast infections and everything else.
What about lollipop?
No, moving on.
Are you supposed to stick a lollipop in your mouth that's been in a woman's hoo-ha?
I got a lollipop right here for you. Okay, moving on.
I mean, what if somebody bought it for $8?
Okay, moving on. What's upcoming,
American
Jeff?
dollars.
What's upcoming, Jeff?
Upcoming March 2nd of apparently last year.
What if
Yes.
it was in a woman?
Red Sparrow.
I'm seeing that Friday.
What's Red Sparrow?
Jennifer Lawrence.
And you didn't know her.
Okay.
Hey, we're over here.
And it was seafood flavored.
What if her husband was there?
All right, moving on. Shut up. Jennifer Lawrence.
What is Jennifer Lawrence doing?
She's the Black Widow, basically.
Oh, that's right. We talked about
Yeah.
that.
I'm seeing it Friday.
So Red Sparrow, Black Widow, same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And also coming up, Death Wish.
Eh.
I'm very sell on like Bruce Willis. Like he was a thing
Yeah.
2 years ago.
But I was very...
He's so sexy though. He's bald and
I'm
sexy.
very sell on Charles Bronson,
Well, look at
so...
Jeff the Scab. He's bald. He's kind of sexy-ish.
I'm sexy as hell.
He's dead sexy.
I mean, I'd kind of engage him. There's
the fourth.
I mean,
I'd let you bang me.
no, I'd kind of get engaged to you. I think is
Well, I think Jeff just admitted to being a power bottom. Hey, that's me.
I wouldn't ban you.
Let's be clear. I would be the boss. No offense. I mean,
All right.
The
buy
Dickman
or
is definitely a cop.
buy or sell. Natalie Portman.
What's her cost?
She is on
stock.
the Hollywood Stock Exchange. She is worth $10.13.
That shocked me how
That
low that
is-
was.
Whoa,
so can I make a
man.
statement?
Yes.
I can't remember who she is.
She was in Star Wars, the prequel.
Prince Amidala. Princess
She was in Closer.
Oh,
The
she was in
professional.
Closer.
She was
Yeah.
a professional.
the professional.
Beautiful girls.
The little girl.
She's overvalued in my book.
Okay.
I mean, like $350.
Well, who's the comparison?
Where do we get these
Hollywood
numbers?
Stock Exchange.
So they made a stock
Yes.
exchange after we started doing
No,
the
no,
buy
it's been
sell?
around for a long time.
Yeah.
Yes, they made it after us.
Yeah.
So no, we're not going to make money after we.
The comparison we pulled out was Drew Barrymore. She's at $22.52.
She's overvalued too. She's
So-
like $4.95.
Yeah, well, if you've been paying attention to what some of these numbers were at, these are very low.
Yes.
Well, look at the next one.
Hold on. So you buying or selling Natalie
Fun
Portman
fact:
stock?
cryptocurrency was at 20 grand like a month ago.
What about Bitcoin?
It's the same thing.
What do you do you know what cryptocurrency is?
It's the one that Bigfoot uses.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing.
And you can buy it at Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Long
You're
story
not
short-
allowed. You're not allowed at Chuck E. Cheese, Jeff, because you have a
Long
warrant.
story short, fake.
It's restraining order,
Whatever.
not warrant.
So Jeff, are you buying or selling Natalie Portman?
I'm buying Natalie Portman
I
at
wouldn't hire her.
$10.13 a share. I mean, just when Closer 2 comes out, she'll do better.
Scab Jeff, you buying or selling?
I'll buy her for that price.
I'll buy her for that price and stick her in a bunch of indie films.
Ditman.
I'm selling because pretty sure her floor is 505.
I'm going with the Ditman. He's a trader by night, so I'm going sell.
Traded by day too.
DJ.
He said traitor, not traitor.
That too.
What else we
Retired
got?
from that.
We're moving on to Jason Bateman. He's at 76.48.
How?
It's your move.
Was he the one who did Ozark?
Yes, he was in Ozark.
Okay, that was really good, and that's going to have a sequel.
Oh no, I know why he's up that high.
Arrested
Teen Wolf
Development.
2.
Oh, good call.
I think because Arrested Development's supposed to have another season sometime soon.
It's on Yahoo though, so you can't find it.
Oh, yeah, you just Google it and you'll find it.
I'd like to point out the inequality in wages here, because Drew Barrymore is at $22 and Jason Bateman's at $75. I'd much rather see Drew Barrymore than Jason Bateman.
I agree.
But I
Well,
think,
then
I think
buy
it's-
Drew Barrymore stock then.
She's not one of the options.
Well,
Oh.
it's not a comparison option. I'm just saying that they're not paid on the same levels. Yeah.
Well, the comparison here is what's
I mean,
scary as fuck.
What has Drew Barrymore been in since
51st Dates.
what has Jason Bateman done
Blended.
ever?
he did Ozark? And
Ozark,
he just
Arrested
did
Development.
Game Night, which was
Game Night.
doing well.
I'm selling Jason Bateman.
He did, what was
What is
that?
he, $50 more?
Identity theft.
Yeah, he did that.
Stop it.
He puts out movies. I mean,
Oh, shit.
Drew Barrymore,
I'm buying
but
him.
Drew Barrymore hasn't been. That's the difference.
So who's the comparison with Jason Bateman?
Jason Bateman's comparison is repulsively Kevin James.
Tell me about that, Jason.
Is at $80.63.
Love Kevin James.
And
him.
if Kevin
Fuck it.
James is worth $80, then I'm
Man,
buying everyone else on this list
Yes.
because they all should be passing Kevin James.
I'm selling Jason Bateman.
I'd pass Kevin.
I'm probably selling Jason Bateman too, but in comparison to Kevin James, I'm buying.
I'm buying. Ozark was great. They're coming out with the second season, and he's
I'm
gonna be
buying
big.
the Ozark was good, and I'm waiting for the Arrested Development second next season or movie.
Long story short, James and Bateman are Bitcoin at 20 grand. Ooh. Just saying.
And buy sell, we're at Rachel McAdams, $74.43. Somehow we're comparing her to Rebel Wilson at $86.92.
How is Rebel Wilson?
How is Rebel Wilson the highest on this list?
How is
Pitch
Rachel
Perfect.
I was
McAdams
gonna
being
say,
compared to
she did
Rebel
Pitch
Wilson?
Perfect, which
How was what?
Rachel McAdams being compared to Rebel Wilson. What is that because Rachel McAdams ate those fat diet things in Mean
Fat
Girls?
diet things. That sounds.
Yes.
What the?
The
fat-
diet bars.
Did
that
you watch Mean Girls?
Mean Girls?
No, I'm a dude.
movie?
No, I'm a dude.
Did
It's
you
that
eat like
shit I
40
watch.
of them and get to Rebel Fat Amy's size?
That was a funny move. I'm buying Rachel McAdams just because it's Rachel McAdams.
I can agree with that.
Scab Jeff?
I'm selling her.
Ah, you're a commie.
She's past. She won't do better, and she's a terrible actress.
What? Red Eye?
Red Eye.
I think she's extremely attractive, but I don't see her at $74.
When Rebel Wilson is at 86.
I wouldn't buy Rebel Wilson.
I wouldn't buy
wouldn't either,
Rebel Wilson
but-
for $6.
But you're saying if you're putting Rebel Wilson in a movie right now at $86 or Rachel McAdams, I'll take Rachel McAdams.
Rebel Wilson, she is coming off the third
Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
So here's my
Yeah.
complaint on this. Right?
That's
You're
not
saying
a good thing.
Rachel McAdams is bigger now than Rebel Wilson?
Not physically.
Up there.
So here's my complaint.
Okay, that was poorly phrased.
I'm saying in the future she should bring in more money.
So here's my complaint here, right?
Is that a fat joke, Jeff?
Are you a pimp?
No.
So here's my complaint here. We have like Rebel Wilson.
Maybe.
Her movies are shit like Pitch Perfect, right?
Yes.
But you have
She had Pitch
actors and
Perfect, Pitch
well,
Perfect 2, and Pitch Perfect 3.
But
And
you-
they're done making Pitch Perfect movies.
No, she does all those romantic comedies. She's always the friend, and she's always
Yeah, she was
Right.
the one that
terrible.
everybody
goes back to my
likes the
complaint
most.
No, she was terrible in
It goes back
Bridesmaids,
to my
and she didn't
complaint
even have to
earlier.
shit in a sink.
It goes back to my complaint either. Earlier, Hollywood's doing the same shit over and over. Rebel Wilson plays the same actress over and over and over.
Don't pound on the table.
I would advise you she doesn't play she's not a good actress, so that is not.
I didn't say she was a good actress. I said she plays the same actress over and over. It's the
character.
same profile, right?
Yeah.
But we have people that star in stuff like, Black Panther that are changing the roles. Why are we paying $80 for something like Rebel Wilson?
Yeah, what's Chadwick Boseman at?
Right?
I'll find that out for
Right.
you.
Well, we had
And
that
that's what I'm
last week,
saying.
didn't
Yeah.
we?
I'd rather buy Chadwick Boseman at probably the $20 that he's at.
Oh, no,
Then-
Chadwick Boseman was high.
The 100 and
Let me
Okay,
see
so
if
I'd still rather buy him at $100 than
Chadwick Boseman was at 98.
I'd still buy him at
50.
98.
How
Last
about
week.
the woman that plays Michonne and his sidekick in it? I'll buy her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. This shit that we see today, Rebel Wilson, Jason Bateman, Kevin James, is nowhere near where it should be.
Here's a question: how about Lorenzo Lamas? Because you talked earlier about Renegade.
$1.95?
We did get the answer. Reno Reigns is his name. So-
Reno. That was
Reno, not romaine.
And on a
He's
lighter
not
note,
lettuce.
and on a lighter note, my wife just texted me. Watching House Hunters, this is true. She's an assistant goat yoga instructor. He's an attorney. Budget $800,000.
He must.
Well,
works
he's an
for
attorney.
He works for Johnny Cochran.
Not anymore. But a yoga instructor, assistant goat yoga instructor.
a goat yoga instructor.
goat yoga.
You know what that is, right?
Isn't that where the goat jumps around
Yes.
you?
While you're doing yoga, they climb on you, the goats.
Is it a
I
drink- is it a
I
drinking
saw a
goat?
clip on that just today on Facebook, and I thought it was a joke.
On this last
This
season,
goat yoga is an actual
yes,
thing.
on Amazing Race this season, there was 2 goat yoga instructors on it. I don't even know how to answer that. Hey, what do you want to be when you grow up? Goat yoga instructor.
Stunned.
But yes.
This kind of little talk back and forth reminded me that I did watch Joel McHale's new show.
How is that?
It's the Soup on Netflix.
Good.
It's exactly what it is.
I want to see that.
It was actually funny.
Good. I'm fine with that. Let's do top 5. Let's wrap this sucker up.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
That music, unfortunately, means it's our top 5 list. I like our top 5 list. I don't like our music. So, come on, Dr. Bednar, Henno, somebody with musical talent, not you, Doug, send us in a song.
Dev. So, top 5 this week, what is it?
Top 5 favorite movie posters.
I like this one.
Yeah, Paul was complaining about this one.
Yeah, so we had a conversation at the
Establishment?
the local alcoholic establishment that serves wings 3 ways.
Oh. Oh. Well,
I'm curious, are you reaching the bottom of the barrel, right? And it's like,
this was actually, people like this one.
that's what I heard. I mean,
Yeah, that's what I
and-
told him. I said, I actually liked this
I was
one.
kinda
We had a lot of
confused.
listeners that liked
And
it.
Then I
I've
made
heard-
my list and I went, no.
And after 200 plus episodes, I thought about maybe the next top 5 is top 5 worst top 5s.
I like that idea. I like that idea. Harrison Ford would be up there. Top 5 Harrison Ford films.
Yes, that's the first one we discussed.
You should go back and listen to that one, man. That was a bad top 5.
I'm just saying, it was just my point of view, kind of a thing.
Top 5 Pauly Shore movies.
Biodome.
In the Army now.
And Biodome.
But it's just put it out there. Jeff gave me a look like, we kind of liked it. I'm like, my bad, bro. Me too? I don't know.
Hashtag me too.
Top 5 worst Oscar picks Scab Jeff has made. La La Land.
I mean, at 33%, he's got at least 6 in there.
Yeah.
I know top 5 floppies that Scab Jeff has not won.
That is true.
Top 5 that he was looked over for by other floppy winners.
Gotham. So top 5 this week is favorite movie.
I lost our best llama story, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I hear there may be Olympians that win floppies before Jeff wins floppies.
That's right.
Maybe Peekaboo Street. What?
Oh, Peekaboo Street. Anyway, top 5 this week is top 5 favorite movie posters of all time. Doesn't mean it's a good film.
No.
Just a good movie.
The quality of the film has nothing to do with the quality of the poster. There are
right.
some great posters for crappy movies and some great movies that don't have that great of posters.
So, Scab Jeff, you go first. What is number 5?
My number 5 is a Straw Dogs poster that I saw. It's got Dustin.
The remake?
No, it's got Dustin Hoffman on the cover.
Was it
it's
the
an
broken
extreme
glasses?
close-up with the broken glass on the right eye. And I love that poster. I love the movie. Sam Peckinpah, one of his best.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
It was a good poster.
Jeff.
My number 5, I'm going with The Usual Suspects.
The lineup.
The lineup poster. I liked it. It really looks cool, gives you good visual. You got the best Baldwin on there.
You're giving Spacey.
And now we're talking 2 different Stephen Baldwin movies in this episode.
So if that's on your bingo card, congratulations.
Slapshots 2.
Yes.
Now 3.
My number 5 is a tie. I hope beat it. The Phantom Menace with young Anakin. Movie shite. But Anakin walking and then the shadow of Darth Vader on the hut.
I thought you'd have that higher, to be honest.
I love it. It is a great one. The reason why I put it down, it's so low.
Because the movie is terrible.
The movie is terrible. I can't get over it.
But the poster is great.
The poster was awesome. I was going to put up my list, but it got played on Twitter a bunch, so I tried to pick ones that everybody wasn't mentioning.
The other one I had, the red hologram poster for Species 2. And the reason why it was so cool is like you walk past it and it just kind of changes from the woman who's partially naked to the monster, to the alien. And it was such a popular one. I think I still have it somewhere.
Is that a lenticular poster?
What is that?
Where, depending on where you look at it, you see... okay.
And testicular? Anyway.
Sure.
But it was so popular that New York City subways when they were advertising it had to bolt it down into the wall because they were being ripped off so much. Because they were going for a couple $100 online because of the quality of it. So I just thought it was a really cool poster. The movie was awful.
And who was the actress in Species?
That was Natasha
Henstridge.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm still never going to understand how this whole hobbying it works, where you just pick 2 completely unrelated movies.
Yeah. I try.
It's a way to be
I try and put stuff you try to tie them together somehow.
Well, when I hobby later in the list, there's a common thread.
Right, that's how it used to be.
Sci-fi films.
That's how Blake does it. He has a common thread throughout them.
Let's give Blake too much.
He's able to connect, but there's no connection at all between them.
That's the only way Blake
they don't even
works.
have. There's not even red on the Phantom Menace poster.
They
don't even share any colors.
He's got a point.
Moving on.
I think we all agree with Scab Jeff here.
So with the original Godfather poster with a man and his cat.
That every teenager or every college student has in their room.
Yes.
Next to the Scarface
A man and
poster.
his pussy cat.
Yes.
Just saying.
Man or pusher.
Just saying.
Pusher
Just saying.
My number 5, Rock and Roll High School.
I don't remember that one.
I did see it in my research
What
for
is that
this.
one?
It's just all the characters are kind of piled, like sticking out the windows of the height of the school, and
Yeah.
it's just similar like the Animal House one.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Animal House related.
Yeah.
Is Animal House on your list?
No, but it was an honorable mention.
What's your number 4, Jim?
My number 4 is The Graduate.
Yeah, I've seen that on a lot
That
of.
was a honorable mention for
Yeah,
me.
the shot under the leg at him.
Still better than the movie.
Oh, that movie was
Wrong.
one of the best movies ever.
Great movie.
Terrible book.
Oh, really? I never read the book.
Awful book.
Is that the leg poster with
Yeah.
her leg up?
Her leg and then him in the background.
What's your number 4?
My number 4, American Beauty.
Which one was that?
That's the one where the woman's stomach
With
rose.
the rose on
Yeah.
the
The 16-year-old stomach. With
Another
the-
Kevin Spacey.
What is that?
You're not on the picture, motherfucker.
I don't know if that was really Thora Birch's stomach.
I hope not.
It wasn't Thora Birch.
It's Tara Reid.
Even worse.
Before Carson Daly.
Is that before her bad breast augmentation?
Doesn't matter. Touch-ups, airbrushes.
Maybe Mina Suvari? Is that who we're thinking?
Mir Sorvina?
That's probably who you're thinking.
I
Yeah,
think it's Mir Sorvina. Paul Sorvina.
Servino.
Whatever.
He has a speech impediment.
Yes. Yes, the American Beauty photo.
My number 4 is the old school Rocketeer poster.
Ooh, that was my one.
Yeah!
That was a good poster. Didn't make my list. but-
This one you talking about there, Dipman?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, look at that one.
yeah, good
Excellent
poster.
stenciling.
Great
Terrible
poster.
movie.
I had that on
love
my
the movie.
honorable mentions because I knew a lot of people were going to talk about that one too.
Quick thing: Disney Junior is remaking the film. Is remaking it as a TV series now, cartoon.
Yeah, it's exactly what we need. More reboots.
Fucking. Fuck the reboot. That's today's theme.
The problem is the Rocketeer as a comic book is like very harsh, and I don't know how you make that into a kids cartoon. Obviously they will, but like there's some like it takes place in the 40s and 30s, and it's a little harsh. Like it's not the most politically correct comic book. Even now, like the ones they make now are not the most
They made Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into a
Good
children's cartoon, and the source material says it shouldn't be directed for children.
Is that your number 4?
No, it is
Okay,
not.
what's your number 4?
My number 4, I hobied it. It's a tie. I've got Reservoir Dogs.
Which one is that?
The one with the guys, this kind of the outlines of them wearing their suits, walking
Okay.
down the street. Tied that with Pulp Fiction.
My number 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that. And a couple of the Kill Bill alternate posters.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of the main one with her wearing the yellow tracksuit. I understand it, but there are some other ones that are much cooler.
Oh, is there a common thread in your hobby there? Like they're
Yes.
all Tarantino.
They're all
films?
Tarantino
Oh,
films.
okay. That's
I
how
didn't
it
argue.
works.
I didn't argue
They
with
all
that.
show Uma Thurman's toes.
Actually, none of I'm trying to
Pulp
think.
Fiction,
Pulp-
right.
I don't think you see toes, but I can't swear to it now.
Yeah, I'm not a foot person, so it's not something that really was something I was looking for. But
What's your number 4? Scab Jeff.
Truman Show. They had this poster where they had all the little pictures, and they all made a. You know how they
A smaller puzzle into a bigger
Yeah.
picture of Truman.
That's my number 2.
Wow. I forgot all about that. That is a good poster.
And those things are around a lot now, but when that came out, that was pretty groundbreaking.
Yeah.
And
that was a great movie. I really liked that movie. And
did
I didn't like it the first time, but the more I see it, I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I remember you said Ed TV was a better movie when it first came out.
Whoa. Ed, it's my breasts. They're on TV. Okay, Jenna Elfman, calm down. What's your number 3?
Boy and His Dog. There was the movie poster has a mushroom cloud from the nuclear winter or whatever, and there's kind of like a smiley face on the mushroom cloud, and it just works so well with the theme of the movie, and it's a good poster.
Okay. What's your number 3, Jeff?
My number 3 is the teaser poster for The Dark Knight Rises.
Is that the one with the...
I almost had that.
The one where like you're low, looking up into
Yep.
the sky with like buildings all around, and the buildings are crumbling, and the negative space forms the Batman symbol, the
Yep.
bat symbol.
Which is awesome because Joker is just making mayhem.
No, there's no Joker involved.
No. But it symbolizes that the whole thing is mayhem. Basically, he's destroying the Gotham.
It's Bane.
Yeah, but it's for
Oh, you're
Batman
doing
Rises.
Dark
Or Dark Knight Rises.
I was
Yeah.
thinking the other one that has the one on fire That's the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
I apologize.
No, the one where the negative, not the explosions are in the shape
I
of
got
the
you.
bat.
That was my bad.
The negative space in the sky with all the crumbling buildings around it.
Okay.
That one.
And it was great because they blew up the Pittsburgh Steelers stadium.
That wasn't it wasn't that good of a movie.
No, that was the best part of the movie.
But that was.
But Heinz
but
Ward
I'm saying
Yeah, I
the
know.
poster was great.
No, I know. Number 3 for me is Jurassic Park.
Thought about that.
Just the simple design of the
It's
dinosaur
simple
bones.
but effective.
Yeah.
I agree.
And everybody went apeshit for it. And if you put that out there now, people know the movie. So, Dipman, what's your number 3?
Number 3, Full Metal Jacket.
Which one is that?
Oh, the helmet.
The
Born to
helmet,
Kill with the peace
Born to
symbol.
Kill. It's kind of a statement on the previous 15 years, put out in the mid to late 70s. I think
Good one.
It's very, very apropos for the period.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Well, that one was going to be on my list. I'll find something else now.
What's number 3, Jim?
My number 3, I'm going to Hobie this.
Okay.
I'm going to take Silence of the Lambs.
Dope.
That's a good one.
That's my number 1.
And let's see, Metropolis, because they have nothing in common.
Metropolis is a really good poster.
I saw 3 of them that I really enjoyed.
3 Metropolis movies?
I guess in the 40s or the 30s they put out a lot of them. But
Really?
One of them was the robot. One was like the buildings.
Yep.
And
the buildings was the one I remember.
Yeah.
Let's see. I had Silence of the Lambs number 1, but maybe I'll change that
To
now.
Metropolis.
No, not to Metropolis.
That was your number. What was that? Number 3?
Those are my number 3s because they had so much in common.
Ditman, number 3.
I just gave you number
2.
What about my number 2?
Oh, yeah, number 2. What's number 2?
The Truman Show.
First host.
Just co-host.
Just a co-host.
What's your number 2?
I went with the Psycho poster from the late 90s.
Okay, I like that one. With the
bloody,
shower?
The bloody hand on the shower curtain.
Yep. I
From
like
the
it.
late 90s? You mean the remake?
The re-release, yeah.
That's the best part of the remake.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember the poster.
The shot for
I'm
shot
not
remake.
sure. I remember the
Yeah,
poster
I'll have to
either.
check that one out.
Incredibly awful movie.
Vince Vaughn was good.
How no. I
mean,
mean, how
Norman
can you
Bates
do
in
a
that
shot
one.
for shot remake?
So that's the...
Oh,
The
okay.
blood coming up from underneath, and you get the. Who was the woman in that? Oh, that was
Anne Heche?
Anne Heche. That's right. Because you see her butthole in it.
like her
I totally
like
need
the
to Photoshop the silhouette of a llama's head behind
Yes,
the shower curtain there.
check in, relax, and take a shower.
my number
I
2.
especially love your photoshops there because they're so bad.
It's just put right on top.
Did you put the llama in with Jabba the Hutt?
like it just horrible cut job of the llama head out. Put
Hey, it's
over
part of our logo.
I know.
Number 2.
Hobie, now with more llama.
Number 2. I hobied it, and they're connected.
Yeah, right.
The Exorcist.
Okay.
With the priest looking up at the light.
The light coming out of the
Wait,
window.
let's guess how this is connected. I'm not sure.
Rosemary's Baby.
Horror movies. Halloween.
Yeah.
The original Halloween with the pumpkin face and the knife.
Knife.
Yep.
Yeah, knife.
I love that. And
I thought that was Halloween 4.
No. Halloween 3. We wear masks. No, Halloween and Exorcist. I love those. I think the Exorcist one is good because the movie's creepy as hell anyways, and that poster is just...
Isn't he like standing to the light and he's standing at the top of the stairs?
Yep. Oh, he's on the street.
He's on the street, and the light coming
Light's
down,
coming
from,
down
the...
from the light post. I'll show it to you.
Okay, I know
it's
what it
coming down
looks like.
from
I
the
thought he was
window.
just standing at the top of the stairs. I mean, he's there. The light's coming down. I thought he was at the street corner. I thought that was the stairs going down. But
I will find out.
I think the stairs were going up, and he was at the... Well,
Anyways,
now I
moving
don't
on. What's your
remember.
number 2, Jeff?
My number 2, terrible movie, but I think a great artistic poster, Showgirls.
Which one is that?
Not terrible.
It's
Now that I think
like-
about it, it's a silhouette of
The
her
silhouette
laying-
where it's like it's based off of, I was reading about it, and I can't remember it was a Eastern European
she's going down.
photographer. But it was based on like photos that he took of like a nude lady coming out of behind a curtain, and that's all you see is the leg going up with like an S shape kind of on the torso. But I mean,
what do you mean horrible movie?
It's a horrible movie.
Elizabeth Berkley is awesome in it.
And the good part about the poster is most of her face is cut off.
Moving on. What's your number 2, Scab Jeff?
It was Pulp Fiction.
What's your number 1?
Fargo, where they have the cross stitching of the entire poster.
Yep.
Yep. That was
a good
clever.
one.
I like that one. Did they have one with a wood chipper in it too? I thought there was. I'll check.
There
Okay.
was one I think that had
I
just on
don't
the side,
remember.
but
There might have been a
thought-
fan-made poster or something on that.
What else you got? Jeff,
My number one, well, it was going to be Silence of the Lambs, but I think I'll go ahead and Hobie it and make it with every poster ever made in Poland.
Okay.
Oh, just look up Polish movie posters. They're so great.
I don't know if I want to.
No, like
It's not like a
sometimes-
Serbian film, is it?
No,
Okay, good.
nothing like that. But like you look at this and like the image will have absolutely nothing to do with the movie, and they're so weird and out there.
So it's like a Michael Bay film.
Oh, I wished Michael Bay could make films as well as the Poles make posters. Okay, Jay, what's your number one?
My number one is the Star Wars, the original trilogy.
Yeah.
They're just iconic. I like that. I like the Return of the Jedi one. I like Empire. I just like them.
I just have a problem with the abs they give Luke Skywalker
Well,
in the
that is
first
true.
one.
So he didn't even realize he Hobied that one because they were so related to one another that
He didn't realize
that
it
he
was more
didn't
than one
realize that he
poster.
picked
Yes.
3 different movies.
you didn't hope me that one.
So Ditman just sent me a picture of Masters of the Universe in Poland, and I'm a little disturbed by it.
It's Dolph Lundgren in Polish.
Oh, that's a very disappointing Polish poster.
Yeah.
Ditman, what's your number one?
I was taken, asshole.
What was that?
Rocketeer.
Oh, good call. Jim Powerbottom, what's your number one?
My number one is A Nightmare Before Christmas.
That is an honorable mention for me. I hate the movie, but it's a really cool poster.
Paul, the dead man just got nothing.
That's a good one.
It's The Shining.
The Shining. That is a great Polish movie poster.
That is an actual picture of what's her name?
Shelley Duvall.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
We're going to put some of these up on our Facebook page. So what is your number one, Jim?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay. Honorable mentions, anyone, real quick? Real
Quick.
Mean Streets.
Mean
Yeah,
Streets
Mean
is
Streets
good.
is good.
Alien.
Oh, Alien.
I had Scarface, but not the main one everyone sees. The one that also includes Michelle Pfeiffer in it.
Oh.
Where she's in the black half of the thing. So it looks cool, and it's Michelle Pfeiffer.
My roommate had a couple that she liked. She liked Ghostbusters.
Just
Yeah.
Zero. Yeah.
And the Michael Keaton Batman. Just the simple, the black and gold Batman symbol.
I had Pulp Fiction as my honorable mention. Nightmare Before Christmas. I also had Cabin in the Woods. It was the cabin, and it was turning like a puzzle. And so you didn't know, and it was just like...
And you didn't realize that it actually was doing that.
Well... You didn't realize, like, in the movie what it was about until, you saw the poster. I like that one. I thought visually it was pretty cool.
I also had Love in the Afternoon as an honorable mention, the old Audrey Hepburn film. It's like a curtain pulled down and their names on it. It was just good.
Classy.
I also had Vertigo.
Yeah.
And Frankenhooker.
What a day.
Well, if that's the case, I also had Jack Frost.
I also had Open Water, the one with the shark bite out of the poster.
Ah, that's clever. I forgot about that one.
Another horrid film.
Oh, God.
Let's see here. We had a lot of listener picks real quick. Dr. Bednar, he had The Graduate, and his comments were, no poster ever stated its plot better. Number 4, The Exorcist, just awesome. Number 3, Phantom Menace, if only the movie could have lived up to the level of that poster. Number 2, The Godfather, and he said 1 and 2 are a tie. And number 1, Star Wars, just too iconic not to make it number 1. Honorable mentions, Platoon, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas with the squiggly thing.
Which would look really good with the llama's face up.
Yeah, well,
Now you gotta warp the llama's face, too.
You know how I do my Photoshop.
and American Beauty.
I'll just cut it out more jagged.
From number 1 fan Doug, not sucking up to Scab Jeff, but I really like the color on La La Land's poster.
It is a good poster.
It's not a bad poster.
It's not a bad movie. Watch it.
Yeah. Also, Captain America, Winter Soldier. All the heroes have the solo posters. Alien poster with the egg. The Dark Knight. That's one I was describing earlier with the flames above it. The Rocketeer. And the iconic Star Wars poster. Honorable mention, Star Wars Phantom Menace, The Shadow on the House. Thought this was a cool poster. Then the movie came out. Thomas Kirk, Captain Admiral. The Rocketeer. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Star Trek 2. Hunger Games Catching Fire. That's the one she has the bow and arrow and it's all red around her.
So all of them, she has the bow and arrow.
Yeah, but she's all
But it's catching fire.
In Harm's Way, which is an older one. It was pretty cool. I like that one. And he put on her Twitter. And Civil War, the solo posters. And also Wonder Woman.
The solo poster.
Yes.
Wonder Woman.
Three Cuckoos podcast had Fright Night with the giant monster above the house.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
That was pretty good. I
Man.
like that one.
That poster creeps me out too much to be a good poster.
Really? I'm just...
But I'm not like creeped out like scared, like creeped out like, oh my god, what is that thing?
Yeah.
Did anybody have Attack of the 50-Foot Woman?
No. Did not think of that one.
You've been listening. Do you think anybody had Attack of the 50-Foot Woman?
No. And then the one that it's the Dark Knight one. It's just the Joker. And it says, why so
Why so
serious?
serious?
Yeah, that one.
Where he's like fuzzy behind like the glass.
He has the makeup, the lipstick. That's a good one. So there you go. There's your top 5 for this week. Scab Jeff, thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks for having me.
Ditman, thank you for coming in and filling in for the Blake man.
Always educational, I think, more so than usual.
Yes, it is. We're a little political this week.
So what did we learn this week?
We learned that divorce is cool and can be awesome. We learned that current actresses and actors are overpaid and overvalued. And we learned that streetcars are bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Get mad. Okay.
And current movies are made terribly because they just keep doing reboots.
That leads us to... Oh, go ahead, Scab Jeff.
He's the only one who's beating that into us. Nobody else said anything to support him. He's been complaining about this the entire show.
No, I've been believing this for years that there are no original ideas left.
There was last year because they made La La Land.
Exactly.
And it almost won.
It almost won Best Picture.
It was
won
the
Best
closest.
Director.
It was the closest to winning Best Picture than any other movie that didn't win Best Picture.
So it is the Best Picture like Ariadna was of the Miss Universe.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
Miss Argentina, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
bad
don't
idea.
remember.
Don't
Bad
cry
idea.
for me, Argentina.
Bad idea number 137. Don't pay for Rebel Wilson.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum. Title for the show.
Anne Heche's bunghole.
Nope.
Jabba the Smurf.
Like Jabba the Smurf.
Don't pay for Rebel Wilson.
Asshole the Smurf.
Fuck the reboot.
Can't do languages.
Testicular poster.
Long, slow, and terrible.
The show or the...
I don't know. I don't even remember why I wrote this down.
Paul's talking about.
Was that about your marriage?
No, that was Paul's review of
Alicia Keys isn't
some
terrible.
movie.
Alicia Keys isn't terrible.
I thought John Candy smelled bad on the outside.
It's a long title, though.
I got Jabba the Smurf, Scab Smurf, Besides the Aqueducts, a transgender nickel.
I'd pay 10 cents for a transgender nickel.
Will Twerk for Food. Did Hobie move down the hall? Kevin Spacey's Bag of Little Wieners.
Oh,
We
come
might
on,
get sued
come
for that
on.
one.
Favorite type of bush. Oscar Predictor. Predictioner, I'm sorry. Oscar
had-
Predictioner.
I had Did Hobie Move Down the Hall? Reno Reigns. Let's Divorce Ourselves. Permission to Die. Jeff.
I'm glad I have your permission to die.
I'll Get Engaged to You. Engagement Party. And Jabba Rebel. I think that's supposed to be Smurf. So anyways.
Anybody else?
Fruitful episode, as I can tell.
I did like the Permission to Die.
Permission to Die.
Everybody liked the Jabba Smurf. I like the John Candy one, but it's a really long one.
Jabba the Smurf.
Yeah, you
Jabba
gotta
the
have
Smurf.
the in there.
Okay.
He screws that up. We'll tell him a thing, and then he'll either add or subtract words. And
Anyways, Jim,
He's
what's
not
your
a
pick?
speech
I like the
impediment.
John Candy one too.
I love the John Candy one. John Candy smells.
does John Candy smell? I thought John Candy smelled bad on the outside.
Is it too long?
Well, that's it then. Okay, John Candy it is. Moving on. That's not a good one.
Yeah, are we getting sued on that one?
Nah, we're fine.
All right.